Hello, this is Lisa Harrison, and this is day 3 of my discussion with Allfaaraa and Sean Clark. Today is Thursday, the 2nd of February. Welcome back, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Nice to have you both again. It's been, a very exciting couple of days talking to you two. And I just want to get some clarification over some of the stuff that we've spoken about in the last couple of days. Before we move on to a whole other subject. My first one is...
And after... Go.
Sorry? No, go.
I was going to say, let's do that clarification. And then can we give Sean 5 minutes? He needs his 5, and then you'll move on to the other subject. But let's do that clarification first. I'm here.
The Lord's Prayer. We briefly went over it yesterday. Forgive us our trespass. That's really a way of saying, forgive us our karma.
Exactly.
Okay. I just wanted... That's all I wanted to clarify. I knew there was going to be more to this.
Well, but wait a minute. There is no question that is cut and dry. I'll make it a short answer. Yes, it is. Forgive us our karma. Yet we had no karma. The only thing that was real at that time that had the spirit of the Creator in it. Remember, everything else, the spirit of Lucifer, came through Lucifer. Mm-hmm. Okay, all the Hindu spirit came through Lucifer. He was a light bringer. Only the angels of Israel and their children, which were the souls, okay, in God's eyes, okay, they're real children in the Hebrews' eyes, okay. Remember, Israel, angels, Hebrews, bodies, spirits and bodies. A lot of people can't understand that. They call them Israel or Hebrew or Jews. No. Hebrews were the flesh. Israel is Michael. Michael is Israel, okay. Michael is the Hebrew pronunciation of Michael, which means who is the God, who is as God, or simply in Hebrew, who is God. This is what Michael means in Hebrew. Did you know that?
No. So Israel is Michael in Hebrew.
No. Michael is Israel, okay? When they're speaking Israel is a collective consciousness of 144,000 angels, 12 archangels, okay, and one Christ, okay? All of that together is Michael. That is what he is composed of. That's what he still is composed of. When he ascended, he took with him the 144,000. Revelation talks about 12,000 from Judah, 12,000 from Naphtali, 12,000 from Asher, and so on and so forth down to 12 tribes, okay? Mm-hmm. Michael is Israel. When they're speaking of Israel, Jacob was the physical embodiment, but Israel is Michael. And Michael's name in Hebrew, if you take it, translate it, means who is the God, or who is as God, or who is God. This is what Michael means. Okay, and a lot of religious Christians, so like unto God. That's the Christian translation. Well, you're not even close. Let's take it from the Hebrew. Me, who, ha, the, el, God. 3 syllables. Me, who, ha, the, el, God. Who, the, God. You have to put the is in there. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it's spoken. Who is the God? Okay, and when we take a break later, I am going to go pull out the other gospel, which is all pseudeographia. I want to read to you from the War of the Sons of Light versus the Sons of Darkness, okay, which is from the Dead Sea Scrolls, which will tell you how it is, what God said, what they believed, and what would happen at that time, okay?
Okay.
And so after your answer, we'll just give it a good yes. How's that? Next question.
Okay. Jesus, the person that the modern-day Christians... worship, idolize in church.
Worship, yes. Right, yes.
Now, there's controversy as to whether or not there was a human being on the planet at that time that we could identify as what is called Jesus Christ. There
is. I hear that all the time.
There's the astrotheological point of view, is that all of the stories in the Bible regarding Christ is actually analogies for the sun, and that there was no such person. So, are you saying categorically that there was?
Okay, let me first state that every single book in the Bible was written through some man by some archangel at least, okay? The vibration and the spirit behind the writing, okay? Just as Michael, from there, cannot write, okay? We need a body, okay? But it was the body that had the ability to received the frequency, okay, to write it. Inspired writing, just like channeling now, automatic writing, inspired writing, okay? There is no man, no prop. Oh, these guys all wrote this stuff. You're not even close, okay? I was behind many, many, many works of the Bible in certain pieces, okay? I'm not going to get into which ones I helped write, which ones I inspired, whose ear I talked in. A couple of Gnostic things. When I read them about 4 years ago, I said, I wrote that. I know I wrote that. And it was confirmed, yeah, you did, okay? I know I wrote that. Yeah, you did, okay? So no man wrote this stuff, okay? And was there the man Jesus? Yes, there was, okay? Yeshua ben Yosef, okay? He was the embodiment of the Christ frequency, okay? What could have been born into Mary's womb, okay, which was all of, okay, it said Jesus is the glory of Israel, okay? What does that mean? When I say Mikael is Israel, Jesus is Israel, Jesus is an earthly name, okay, right? I mean, it's tough for me to use that name because I know there's a different name, okay? And there are sects of Christianity, SDAs, Mormons, that do believe Michael is God also, okay, is Christ. Do you understand that, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of them don't, okay? But the Seventh-day Adventist, the Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? And the Mormons have it close, okay? But Seventh-day Adventists and Jehovah's Witnesses believe Michael is the Christ they're talking about, right? Michael is Jesus, okay? Jesus was just the flesh, okay, of the manifestation. Took 76 incarnations. We started with Adam. Remember, incarnate firstborn to firstborn, okay?
I thought it was 72.
Okay.
Yeah, he got 76. That wrong the first day. It's 76, yeah.
I said 72?
Yeah, you said 72 in the first interview. I didn't want to correct you.
I stepped my tongue. I really did say 72.
You did, yeah.
How many times have I said 76?
No, in the second interview you said 76, and no, okay. I know it's 76. That's what you've always said.
Should have corrected me. 72, I would have gone, 72? Who said that? Me? Sorry about that. That was an Edward mistake.
Details.
Probably Alfie in there messing with me. Ha, ha, ha. I hear him laughing in the background. Okay, I got through. He's my little demon. Actually, he's a big demon. Okay. 76 incarnations. So, again, it starts as a smaller seed, Adam. Okay? Adam begets this one, beget that one, beget that one. You got to look down the line, and you can see it in the entire line is in Matthew, the very first book. And you can count them, all 76, until it got to Joseph's father. And then instead of coming down to Joseph, it went across to Mary. And there's a very big reason that was happened. Okay? And this is, we didn't touch on this, and again, we could never touch on everything, but this is paramount. Okay? Right? When Adam, the two trees are spirits, always will be. Okay? You had the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and what's the other one, Clarky? The tree of light? What's the one that we don't?
Tree of life. Tree of life.
Tree of life. That he didn't choose. Okay. Well, anyways, when he ate of the fruit, Lucifer tells him, when you eat of the fruit, you will become like God, knowing both good and evil. Okay. Lucifer was the God maker. This is what God, before he created God, spirits and angels, he created gods. This is what he did. Okay, all in different levels of power. And then sent those gods out, okay, to become bigger gods. This is how he works. Okay, and then he had enough with gods. They had a mind of their own. There was no ego. There was no veil. So everybody knew everything, every little secret, every little this and that. And the better we got, the more we stole. I'm not involved in that stealing. I'm sorry. As the lightning bolt comes down and the trailer rocks, Alf goes silent. Boom. I'm just teasing, Lisa. I'm still here. Okay. Point is, from firstborn to firstborn, from father to son, all the way down, okay, all of that glory. But we went across to Mary because when Adam committed to Lucifer, the fruit is the spirit of Lucifer. So Adam dictated the way that the new kingdom would be built. It wasn't the plan. Again, Lucifer got to God. God got Lucifer back. He took it all back from out of Egypt without telling him. But again, okay, Adam dictated a choice by which all souls and all wealth will be attached to the one tree. Who is the tree, Clarky?
Lucifer.
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, you go through the Bible, and he says, I will take the heart of stone and evil spirit out of you, and I will put the spirit of a new spirit in you, my spirit. I will live in them, and I will walk in them. Jesus even says to them, and a lot of people don't get it, and Chris, he didn't mean that. He says, you are your father is the devil, okay? He was serious, right? Oh, no, they meant, I don't know what they meant, but he didn't mean that. No, exactly what he meant, okay? They were of the devil. Their father was the devil, okay? That is the spirit that they manifested. Now, it belonged to Lucifer. There's no way they could take it away from him as long as they're dealing with a creation that's in Lucifer. And what was that creation? You brought something up yesterday. Why not this, Ed? And it raises the ire and anger of every woman I've ever dealt with, okay? Why? There's a reason for it. So what did God, Michael, and them do to basically trick Lucifer? He knew the wealth was not leaving him because all spiritual wealth was attached to him. Just like he said, okay? Just like he said, all the glory of all the kingdoms is mine, okay? Well, Lucifer had nothing to do with the heathens that were godless. They had no spiritual wealth, only with Israel. But what part of Israel did he also have nothing to do with? Who did not carry the spiritual wealth, the glory?
Females.
Who didn't pass it down from... Yes, ma'am. That's exactly why it went across to Mary, and God did him in again, okay? So when the glory went across to Mary instead of passed down, wait a minute, Lucifer had... None of the females were in Lucifer at that point. None of them. He had no control over the spiritual material. As it moved sideways into the woman, wait a minute, he had not, they were not in him as the males were, okay? God got him again.
So
Okay.
can I recap just to make sure I've
Yes,
got this?
yeah, make it more sense. Make it more sense, right?
So here we have at least the males in the tribes of Israel are all
Yes, ma'am.
infused is one word with the spirit, the soul, an aspect of Lucifer.
Let's go. I got to correct you. Stop.
Sure.
Okay, remember, I know you've been. No, this was important. We talked about it yesterday. I know you've been taught this or led to believe this. Spirit, not soul. Spirit. Okay. Remember, soul and spirit aren't the same. We're talking spirit because there were no more souls yet. There were no souls yet until Sinai. So yes, they were all carrying in all the increase. Okay, because we're in here, we're growing. Okay, all that increase is attached to Lucifer. Okay, it's a spirit. Okay, and the firstborns are all spirits. They're all angels. Everybody else were souls after the soul was given. Okay, so all the firstborns are spirits. There weren't souls yet until Mount Sinai, when we took back everything out of Egypt and then fragmented. The first souls came out of Mount Sinai. Okay, so we're talking spirits. So if you go back and said, yes, let me see, all of the firstborns of Israel, the angels, are spirits attached to Lucifer. Yes.
Is that what we were saying before in terms of like a holograph? You're talking about the plate and smashing it up and a holographic aspect of.
Right.
So
a soul comes from a spirit. Is the larger entity.
Okay.
A spirit is an angel. A spirit is an angel. Your angel. We're all angels. Technically, we are all. Every one of us here on earth is an aspect of an angel above. As the Quran says, every soul has a watcher. Watcher is angel. Every soul has an angel. Okay, you are the consciousness, the awareness of your angel that is in Lisa M. Harrison. Okay, so you're a part of your angel. You're always connected. You are its awareness in you. That awareness is growing. It's growing. It's growing up there too. You're connected. Growing down here, growing up there. Up there, it can't grow. There's nothing to make it grow. There's no soil to plant it in. Right? We're all in the celestial realm. Okay, the soil is here. Your body, Lisa, is the soil for your angel, the big girl up there. And in your case, yes, she has wings.
So what is Christ returning? What is this return of the Christ that everyone's waiting for?
What do you mean by Christ returning? I mean, if somebody thinks this or believes this, have I said this? What have you said this? Do you think this, humanity?
The second coming.
The second coming. The second coming. Well, most Christians believe that's going to happen, right? Okay, correct. Okay,
yeah, as far as I know.
And this is something I speak to about Christians all the time. You know, it's, we want to get to heaven. We want to get to heaven. That's why we don't reincarnate. Of course, you don't want to reincarnate. You know, why would you want to stay here? You want to go there. Trust me, it's not what it's cut out to be. But let me just say this: where's Christ's kingdom? It's here on earth, isn't it? They go, yeah. So why would you want to go there when he's going to be here? And you don't have to do anything because we are bringing him here to you. By the way, do you know the star and the cross and what they really are?
I'm sure you're going to
And
tell
this
me.
comes into that. Of course I am. Oh, gosh. Well, that was great. Okay. You know who Whitley Strieber is, don't you?
Yes.
You've heard of him, haven't you? E.T. guy?
Communion?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's written many E.T. books years ago, right? Whitley Strieber, first accounts of
Yeah, the first book was called
abductees.
Communion.
Yeah, Communion. Right. I thought. I'm sorry. Must be these headphones. Dunk, dunk, dunk. You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounded. I thought you said comedian. I said I didn't know he was a comedian. Also.
No.
Comedian. Yeah. Right. Well, in his second one, he talks about seeing the gold. He goes up to heaven. He talks about seeing like a gold pyramid descending. Okay. Hieroglyph, Egyptian. You see the descending period and the pyramid of the earth. Okay. And they are intertwined. Okay. The Star of David is heaven and earth merged. Okay. This is what it is. The descending pyramid of the kingdom of heaven and the earth pyramid merged. That's exactly what it is, intertwined. Okay. And this is what we were always seeking to do. That's why David is considered the father of Christ. Christ is his son. Okay. David is also Michael, by the way. All the way down the line is Michael. Okay. But the first one, when we knew we really had Mashiach, which is the elect one, the chosen one, the one who will carry and return, because we've rounded it up now and we're refining it, but who's going to bring it back above the firmament? Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. How's that going to happen? Who's going to do it? Okay. We knew we had it in David. Okay. First time heaven and earth was merged. Lucifer and Michael together, ego and spirit in one body, okay, was David, okay? And 300 gold shields were made and given after David's death to Solomon, his father. And those gold shields, okay, it talks about in the Bible, had the Star of David, okay? I would say Jewish star, but really no, it's the Star of David, okay? It is the downward pyramid, is the descending pyramid, okay? The kingdom of God, okay, merging with the earth, okay? And even if you go into Revelations, John sees the kingdom descending, okay, right, down into matter. So that's what it is, earth and heaven merged, okay? And Whitley Strieber describes it exactly. It's this big, gigantic, you can't even describe how big it is. Gold, I think it's in the second book, Golden Pyramid, descending down to the planet, okay? Do you remember reading that?
I didn't read that one. I only read the first one.
Okay. Second one. Yeah, it's in the end. He's describing it. I said, wow, he's really seeing it. This guy is, okay, first book Communion was good, but man, he's gone spiritual on us. Okay? What happened? Okay, so that's what the star is, heaven and earth merged. Okay? And it's funny because when you do your numerology, you've got 1 through 9. Then you've got the master vibrations, 11, which is beginning master. 22 is a master builder. And a 33, which is the highest number incarnate, is the Christ vibration. When you count down, guess who's number 33 down the line from Adam?
David.
It's David. Okay. Yeah. I was doing the numerology against the Bible, and it all matches. Through every 9, there comes one new man. And the first new man is Noah. Okay, wow. And then God wiped everybody out, kept him. Okay. The second 9, guess who the new man is then? Abraham. Okay. And you take it all the way down, every 10th man is so relevant. Okay. Mm-hmm. So 9 incarnation, there's a new you. Okay. Is how it works, and is exactly how it matches right up with the Bible perfectly. But let's go down and see who was, right at the 33, at the Christ. David. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's talk about the cross. Okay. Heaven and earth merge, and the cross is the downstroke is spirit. The cross is matter. It is spirit descending into matter. Okay. And they both come together and merge. It is Christ into humanity. Okay.
Well, what does that look like? Now, what does that actually mean?
Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, if you draw a picture of a cross, okay, and if you draw a little one with me, okay.
Done that already, yep.
Step ahead of you. Wow, it takes a lot to be a step ahead of me. Okay.
It won't last, don't worry.
Draw a little tiny circle at the top and draw a little tiny circle at the bottom. Draw a little tiny circle on the right and draw a little tiny circle at the left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Malkuth, the top, is kingdom. Okay. Christ Michael sits there. Okay. Down at the bottom, Kether. Hebrew is Hebrew. Right? Excuse me, it's the other way around. I almost made a mistake again. The top is crown, Kether. Michael sits there. The bottom is Malkuth, kingdom. Lucifer sits there. Lord Michael, Lord Lucifer. The right hand, Archangel Michael. The left hand is Archangel Lucifer. And this is the layout of this world.
So at the top we have Christ Michael.
Crown. Right, the crown.
At the bottom we have
Kether.
Lucifer.
Lord Lucifer.
Lord Lucifer.
Okay. Right. Big difference. The planet, all of him. Not the archangel, okay? The all of him. Okay, as you have an angel, the archangel has a Lord. Okay, they have attained that level. So Lord Lucifer is God of this universe. Lord Michael on top, Christ Michael, Lord Lucifer on the bottom. Okay, remember, this isn't the earth, okay? This is the soil, okay, of the kingdom of heaven. The solid ground of this world is the earth, okay? Sky of the heavens, the solid ground. The wall, the firmament, the membrane, other people call it, is around the earth. Earth is the center of the kingdom of heaven. It's not the sun, maybe the center of our solar system, but it's not the center of this world. The center of this world is our planet, and it is the solid ground of the kingdom of heaven where heavenly beings walk and incarnate. Okay, let's get to the right hand and left hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Archangel Michael on the right, okay, and he is active. Archangel Lucifer on the left, and he is passive, okay. And then we drew down, okay, right, to the soul level, okay, the active, which is the distributor, again, as 1 Corinthians 15 says, that same spirit, that same one spirit, distributing to each and every man and women, don't ask me what the Bible doesn't say, that pisses me off, distributing to each and every man and woman as he pleases. And what it means by that, as he pleases or as he will, is that not everybody's given the same measure, okay, right? Mm-hmm. Not everybody's measured the same measure, okay, because each time you come back, you are given what you've earned and what you had. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, when you grow, you're given it. That's why memories increase, awareness increases, and that's why nobody's at the same level, because our paths are different. But you're always, when you reincarnate, you're given back what you earned, okay, right, in awareness, okay, in light. Okay, You're not given the gold. We keep the gold up there, right? The gold stays there, but we give it to you in awareness as light. That's why you'll never find two souls that are exactly the same, spiritually speaking, in power and understanding. Okay, so the soul manifests. It goes from active Michael to passive as a soul. Yet on the other hand, from Lucifer, his soul, or the tear, or your ego, your mind, okay, which you really think is yours, isn't it all, okay, is active. The ego is active, and it has to be. Who creates the darkness? What's first? Darkness, right? Darkness exists. Light will shine out of that darkness. The ego has to be active because it is the creator of light. Okay. Darkness is the creator of light.
Yep.
That's why the ego is active, soul is passive. But on the up hand, the big dog has the big right arm. You know, all through the prophets, my right arm. You know, my right arm, my right hand. It's Michael.
So Christ returning. Let's get back to that.
Okay. You're trying to ask the tough questions. My. Hey, you know what? Any answer here is a loser because, you know, if I tell the truth, right, Christians hate me, right? Don't believe it anyways, makes no difference. Okay? And if I try and soften it.
Don't try and soften it. Don't try and soften it. I mean, to be honest, you've pissed people off already.
You know what's funny? You should save this one for the end. Can we just want it to end?
Mm-hmm.
No, I will answer it, and I'll give you the truth, but let's do it at the end. Make it the last question.
She asked a related question that really...
I know what she's asked, and I keep putting it off.
Okay, that's fine. It is part of the end, I think.
I also want the last question to be the most important one, so they have to listen through the whole darn thing, or at least fast forward. Right?
Oh, there's more important questions coming.
No, there's not. No, there's not. Okay. There are not. Because it's very funny, and the answer will astound you, okay? And it's what I paused you before to write down, remember? Mm-hmm. Okay? And that was the answer to that question. But I thought it was an answer to another question. But it answers two questions in one. Okay, and the question was Christ returning to earth, right? Was that it?
Yeah.
And the second one was what's it mean for heaven to enter matter, or for heaven and earth to be merged?
No, she didn't ask that. Okay.
Well,
yeah, I did. I said, what's it look like? What does that mean?
That's what it looks like, what it means. Okay, heaven, I'll think here, it's real simple, okay? And let me not piss anybody off. If I am, I'm sorry. Not. All things in heaven merged with all things in earth through Christ. Okay? That is God's purpose, which he declares in Ephesians 1:9. Okay? That's it. Everything up there with everything down here. Everything. Dirt, rocks, matter, ego, souls, flesh. Okay? As Jesus will place everything at the Creator's feet, Michael will. And the last enemy to be won over is death. Now, this also goes to that. What is death? Who is death? Death is Lucifer. Okay? One and the same. Okay? So Lucifer also will be put at the Creator's feet? Okay? And when it says all things in heaven with all things in earth, do we exclude Lucifer?
Mm-mm.
Well, thank you for answering, Sean.
Nothing is excluded in reality.
Right. Lisa was thinking it, but she didn't know what to say because that name again. Ooh. Okay.
No, I'm actually getting better with the name.
I know you are.
Yeah.
You should be, especially when you heard he really is the. Hey, you know, where's Robert Plant? That old song, remember Led Zeppelin? I can't do the screech. Soul of a woman was created below. You remember all that stuff, right? I disagree with that, Lisa, but you know there are some that believe. They are not among us, but anyways.
Next question then. Demons. And I mean the kind of stuff that Hollywood likes to make up with something straight out of Hellboy.
Uh-huh. No, Hellboy was fun.
What are these creatures? What are they?
There is really, really, really very, 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 very little of anything like that at all. Okay, it is Christian indoctrination. Okay, that there must be demons, and their view isn't it right? They just misunderstand the polarities. Since there's a God, there must be a devil. Okay, and it must be. Let's make them real nasty. Okay, no, there are not. Okay, horrible, horrific demons now within the firmament. Okay,
now
Mike doesn't allow it. Yes, there were. Okay, back in Lemuria, Atlantis, dude, all kinds of weird creatures roamed the earth and lived in the earth. Okay, no, when we put the wall up, we ran them all out. Okay, believe me, we purged the earth, hunted them all down. There is nothing like that. Now, here's what you do have in darkness, and what can happen when I told you about the 9 levels in Lucifer. Okay, as you pierce that mind and fall and fall and fall. And this is where the darkness, the out of balance thing causes problems. Thought forms and negativity, just as light, they gather together. Remember the rule of creation, how this world was created, okay? Mm-hmm. And one day we'll talk about what the Big Bang really was, but there was a Big Bang, okay? Right? But it wasn't the Big Bang coming from the creation of this universe. It was out of destruction of another into this, okay? Matter just transcends. But here it is. Energy of light comes together to form matter. This is how the Creator forms himself into matter, okay? Energy of light comes together to form matter. Negative energy and darkness also form matter, okay? Now, it's not as dense as where it can become a demon-like form with horns and fangs and stalk people, but it acts as thought form. There was a movie too where somebody's carrying around a bottle of pure evil. I forget what movie it was, but it's spelled at the end or something. But the guy kept carrying it around in this movie. I was trying to think of it the other night, but it comes together as a group of negative energy that can form matter, but matter not at a level that can come into a shape to where it can affect. Okay, but this energy, okay, is not of Lucifer. It is not of Lucifer. okay, surrounds our planet. All the negative thought forms of every single person, 7 billion. You think how many you have a day, how many Clark has, how many I have, how many all of your listeners have, and then take the entire world, 7 billion people. If each one has 10 bad thoughts a day, be like, oh, that doesn't have to be like I'm going to kill somebody. That dude's a jerk, or that woman is this, or my boyfriend is this, or my father is that. Thought forms do not go away. That's why everything you say is so important. When Sean starts saying, man, this is going to be, don't say it, don't say it. You make it real. When you voice something, okay, it becomes real. It doesn't just go away. It is a thought form. When you think something, no matter what it is, okay, you are creating a thought form. Those thought forms surround you and cloud your auric field, okay? They also surround the planet. This is why you have to cleanse every day, okay? Nice white light meditation, okay? And purify. Because your body every day, and other people's thought forms, do not think that psychic attack is not very real, because it is, okay? That's why I tell Sean, never, ever tell anybody anything we're doing, okay? Don't tell anybody we're going to be on Lisa's show till it's done, okay? Somebody wishing bad on you, right, can actually cause to alter your purpose, no matter what it is. You get 3 people wishing bad on you. Let's say, hey, man, tomorrow I'm going to the bank and I got a $25,000 check coming in. And you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. Man, I hope he don't get that money, man. I'm broke. I'm poor. I hope he doesn't get it. Believe me, I've seen it happen time and time again, okay? But thought forms and negative energy surround the planet. This is one of the dangers and one of the problems that we have, okay, is the system where light, the creator, is extended out of darkness, okay? That system endangers everything because the darkness has to be created first, okay? But no, there are evil thought forms put together. They exist mostly in the astral, okay? There are egos, which is, the you that isn't you, okay? The consciousness of your mind, okay? The consciousness that is your mind, okay? That ego goes into the astral, waiting for you to come back to reincarnate again with you. Ego and soul always match up. That is the soulmate, okay? But you get enough egos from densely aware people, lower evolved souls, where their purpose really is to wreak havoc. See, the ego matches the soul. Ego leads, soul follows. Ego leads, soul follows, okay? But when you have these lower evolved egos, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, okay, you have their purpose. They're like new incarnate angels. They want to get down here and kick butt, okay? And they want to kick butt and they do all kinds of crazy stuff. Again, especially in the one incarnation. Oh, wait, aren't you a one incarnation, Lisa? No, I'm messing with you. Okay, edit. You heard the edit wheel come out on that one, right? Okay, well, anyways, in the younger incarnation, especially in a one incarnation, which is the first, okay, that's where you create most of your karma, okay? You get started with it. And man, they are going to town any way they can do it. That's their purpose. Create the karma, create the karma, create the karma. That's all they know is their purpose. They don't know the soul is there to balance them, okay? As they get older also, they become aware. Egos become aware just as souls become aware. In fact, they are more aware than souls. They have to be, okay? But you put 5, 6 really bad egos together in the astral, and there's nobody there to protect you, okay? The astral's in Lucifer, but Michael's not there. The angels aren't there. We're celestial, okay? 5D, I guess 5D you want to say? 4D, 5D. Okay. So astral is a nasty, nasty place. But there is no demons that took you. Yes, we can call forth dark energies, okay? I can do so. I can call some real evil, nasty stuff. But that nasty stuff has to come to you, okay? I've been possessed before. I'm telling you what, when I first got involved in New Age back in 83, boy, was I possessed by an evil, nasty thing. And I still remember it. It basically was forcing me out of my body. The light was going dim, and I could not stop it. If the teacher and all the rest of the little students weren't there to help do a little mini exorcism, there was no hope because it was so much more powerful than I was at that time. Now it's the other way around. But understand this, okay, and I've told Sean this. Nothing can come in, nothing can harm you, okay, unless you allow it to, okay? The only way something can come to you or into you if you ask it to. Okay, and it's real simple, little prayers. Whenever you feel something around you, okay, you hear a little knock, 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 can I come in? Only if it's in my highest and best interest. If you're not, go away. Spiritual law has to happen. Okay? Nothing can come in without your permission. Can it trick you? Yes, it can. Okay, hi, I'm Jesus. I'm the Christ. Can I come in? Really? Are you sure that's you? Oh, yes. Okay, no, nothing, and all you have to say, nothing that's not of my highest and best interest may not come in my body. It's that simple, and it can't.
Okay.
Cannot, done, finished, over. The most powerful demon in the universe, okay? No, it's not the exorcist, okay? You have to allow it to come in. It cannot. Just as spiritual law dictates, okay? Nothing can happen to you that you're not prepared to deal with. God doesn't allow it. Michael doesn't allow it. Lucifer doesn't allow it. And the Bible says the same thing. Nothing can happen to you that you're not prepared to deal with. Why? Because light and dark, good and evil, are always in balance through and in you. Okay? That sounds nuts, right? I agree. But it can't happen because you're always in balance. Nothing is more powerful than you are that can affect you. It's balanced.
All right, just wanted your take on the whole concept of these images that we are subjected to about what a demon actually is and looks like, and that's
right. No. Let me tell. Okay, demons. They are almost more beautiful than angels. Okay, there was a young girl. Remember, Clarky, when I first met Sean, we were on some thread. It was a demon thread, and I went there. And this lady firmly declaring. Well, by the way, I mean, I don't tell too many people that I was a demon for millions of years. Okay, there's a few that I teach that know it. And know that's where a lot of my information come. You can't know light until you know darkness. You've all been demons, okay? I've told them all. You guys all start in service to the Creator in darkness, okay? And a demon isn't some big thing with horns and fangs, okay? You're just a servant of the Creator, but you're serving the darkness. And you're serving the darkness to create the light. Demons are beautiful, or more beautiful than angels. They look the same, okay? They look the same. Except demons even have wings, some of them, okay? It's just a term. We could call them tachtonim, okay? There's no difference except in where they serve. Demons serve darkness, okay? Angels serve light. One serves the right hand, one serves the left hand. Both serve God, okay? I was one of the greatest demons, one of God's greatest demons. That's why out of Egypt, instead of being thrown into the goo, I was brought onto the other side. Well, he performed there, maybe he'll perform here. Okay, I was given the opportunity where many of what you might call spirits that were demons, okay, were destroyed. Every one of us that came here to seed this planet were basically demons. We were gods also. We were called gods, Elohim. But demons is another word.
Okay.
Okay. But very beautiful. Very beautiful.
If we have what you've called two souls inside of us, one is an aspect of Michael. One is an aspect of Lucifer.
Correct.
That aspect of Lucifer we also call our mind and our ego, which is probably, for most people, the part of ourselves that we think of as us. But if it's not, then, and I certainly know that my body isn't me. I know that just happens to be the outfit that I'm wearing today. But is there a part of me that I can call my own? And if so, what is the I that I am referring to?
You hear that? That's applause for you asking a question nobody asks. I talked about it the other day to Sean. Nobody asks the question. Okay. Yeah, the ego makes you think that you're you, okay, and that you are this illusion, okay? It makes you play the game when you won't play the game, okay? Its purpose is to grow, just as the soul's purpose is to grow. Except the ego grows through havoc, causing problems, seeking the fear aspect of the vibration. Again, the two polarities are light and dark, which manifest as the two vibrations in this world, which are love and fear. Everything in this world that you experience is a fear-based or love-based. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else, no other vibrations on this planet. You can put them in each category, okay? What happens is somewhere in between the past and the future. When does the past end and the future start, Lisa?
In the now moment.
Oh! God, she's good. Here, one more time. Bang, 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 bang. Yes. But now, how long does that now last between past and future? nanosecond? You know what a nanosecond is? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
an awful short period in time, right? 3/10 of a nanosecond? Okay. Between the ego and the soul, there is the 10%, the brain, that has a consciousness, awareness, that is the real you, the creature. Okay? You are that 10%, the little tiny piece of you. Okay? Again, even the Bible calls us creatures, okay, which Christians want to translate. Well, right, no, you are. You're a creation. You're a creature, okay? Highest of one he's ever built and the greatest. I mean, I love my body. You do too. We all do. You know, you made this body. You've worked on this body for eons, okay? Well, depending on the soul level, I mean, for at least 10,000 years, 2,000 years, you've worked on it to get it. See, understand, we create and design our own bodies, okay, genetically and physically, to serve the main purpose of karma, or the purpose we are going to use as an earthly tool in this life. If we're going to be an athlete in this life, it's an athletic body we've already designed, okay? If we're going to be a doctor, maybe we have more of the brain, more of the reason, okay, which is ridiculous. Reason. There's nothing reason or rational. The only thing rational is it's not rational. However, you have designed the genetics of the body and created this body for you in this incarnation, okay? So when they say pick it, you've already picked it. You picked it a long time ago, okay? Right? Because you've been working on it. You and your family have been working on your bodies, okay, for a long time, okay? And what was the rest of the question?
I can't remember either now.
Who is the I that I refer to when I say I?
Yes, you are the brain. There is a 10% of you. And that is the one that sometimes catches the ego thinking, okay? The real you. Bust them. You're busting them. We've all done it. Wait a minute. I'm catching myself thinking. How can I catch myself thinking? Who's catching and who's thinking? Okay? It's the real you that, again, we're no dummies. Okay, so and why we only use 10% of our brain?
What happens to that part of us when we
leave the body? What happens when your dog dies? What happens when your dog dies? What happens when your cat dies?
Bury it? So it ceases to exist.
When the brain stops to function, now, I know this is really hard for a personal, okay?
Because you're talking about annihilation.
This is the only you that you feel. And right at this moment, I'm going to hand the floor to Clarky as we're talking about ego and soul, okay, and memories. And Clarky, you know exactly what we're going to talk about. Okay, remember this, Lisa. All of the memories that you've experienced are imprinted and carried with it in the ego. Okay, now, Sean, take it away.
Jeez, you know,
no excuses.
Lisa, keep in mind, you know, he left you hanging on that, if you ask me. But
you think?
You're going to finish it, John. You're going to finish it right now.
Keep in mind, you're speaking to somebody, meaning him, that, well, all of us really, but meaning him that has had previous lives and knows exactly what happens each time, and is not afraid of what's going to happen this time either. So, we all know that we may right now be acting as this personality, acting as this one life, and acting as this body, but you know, when this body dies, there's...
Talk about ascension and ego. You're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, I will. But you didn't. You left her hanging on that.
You're going to answer it. You're going to answer it with this. You're going to answer it with this. Answer it.
Well, last night it was at the end, and he actually cut me off. I was starting... He thought I was asking a question, and I actually was not. It was just a rhetorical question that was a statement. And he said that when we ascend, we take everything. You know what I mean? It's not. And my question was, what's the point of ascending if you don't have your ego with you? And the reason is, you know, you aren't you without your memories. And you aren't you without your individuality. I mean, your memories and the path that you've followed through your lifetimes is what you are. How do you say it, Alf? You are the totality of your experiences.
Exactly.
So, I mean, what good if when the
Who
spirit...
said that? That was awesome. Well said.
You did. I think
thank
so.
you.
But when
Yeah,
I mean, if the memories are held in the ego, and the soul goes back to wherever it goes to without the memories, it isn't anything. You know what I mean? It's really just an aspect of some larger consciousness, and it doesn't know what it is. So without the memories that it's lived, without the other half, which is the ego.
Now let me cut you off. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So what good is ascension if you don't bring the memories along with you, Lisa? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
To be thrown into the goo, right? Oneness is not all it's cut out to be. That's why you are the self you seek, and the self you seek is the ego, right? The one you want to destroy, because it contains every memory of every incarnation, okay, from all you were, from all you are, okay, up until this very, very moment, okay? It is you. And without it, okay, and that's why the Creator says, all things in heaven with all things on earth. Unite soul and ego, the real soulmates, not the boyfriend, the girlfriend that you've been chasing for years and eons. All of us have, right? I went through that too back in the 80s. Where's my soulmate? Oh, it'd be so perfect. Right. And you remember how many times we thought we found him too, right? I'm sure you found your soul. Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, that didn't last.
It really wasn't my soulmate. It was a mistaken soulmate. Right, as the thing ends in fire and burns in flames in a relationship, you know, the guy almost strangled you, or a girl, you know, lit your bed on fire. But anyways, okay, you are the self you seek. That self is the ego. And soul and ego, to ascend, you need to take both with you. And egos ascend too. How do they ascend? By doing a good job. The better job they do, the bigger they get. Okay? My father, Lucifer, rewards his servants big time, just as my father Michael rewards his servants, the souls. Okay? Soul and ego ascend together. You have to understand this, and I hope I've said it before, but every time you incarnate, the same ego matched up with the same soul in body. Okay? So you have all that awareness with you. You're veiled. It's almost like onion skins where you peel them back. You've had your aha moments, haven't you? Where all of a sudden something that never made sense went, wow, that was so easy. Okay? Right? Maybe tomorrow with something I'm saying, and you'll go, aha, I understand what Alf was talking about. He's not a kook. He's the real deal. I know you've already said that, but you'll say it again. Okay? You were supposed to laugh, Lisa. Okay.
I am just quietly chuckling away.
Okay. But it's true. We have those aha moments, okay? When something never made sense, all of a sudden, my God, it was so easy. How could I not see it, right? Tell us about, you've had them, right?
Yeah, totally. I know exactly what you're saying when you have that.
Right. How
the
can
penny
I understand?
drops. The penny drops, and it's just, yeah.
Yeah, especially with spiritual things. What you've worked on for so long, so hard, and never made sense, you know, you just give up, and then all of a sudden it's right there, okay? Yep. That's how it usually happens with people, okay? You know, the harder you push, it's like, sorry, Sean, a lot of people, I won't name names, but a lot of people want to force enlightenment by reading or making themselves do things. It won't happen. It can't happen, okay? You can't force it, but you can call it forth and volunteer. You can stand up and be counted. Lisa, you're still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can stand up and be counted. Volunteer to be a light worker. Volunteer to be a world karma server. Volunteer to do everything you can in this lifetime. Creator, bring it. I'll do it as long as it's in the highest best interest of myself and you, and I will serve you to ascend in this lifetime. It really, you don't need 50 lifetimes. If your goal is ascension, mine wasn't, by the way, okay, right? I came down. I don't really want to go back. I like it, okay? I've been a teacher. I've been in service to the light and the dark. People are like, why have you done so many lifetimes? You must really be stupid. Yeah, that's it, all right, okay? I've written a lot of books for a lot of people, okay? I want to be here. Again, when you get to the other side, you'll remember hopefully what Allfaaraa has said to you. It isn't all it's cut up to be. Okay, oneness is not much fun. It's pretty boring. Okay, here's where it's happening. Here's where you get to experience. Here's where you get to create. Up there, okay, unless you serve in the councils of light, okay, and getting to that level, yeah, then this is where all the action is, okay. But let's leave that aside. Point is, ego and soul must ascend together, okay. The Bible says they will. Must be. There is the you, where all the memories of the children of everything is stored. And in each incarnation, same ego goes in the astral with the same soul. They never come together in astral, but they come together in the form. Okay? So you've had the same consciousness. You understand what it is that remembers past lives, don't you? It isn't the soul. It's the ego.
It's the ego, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
It's not the soul. God, I love it when Lisa says that. Thank you, sweetie. Next.
And I want to say Peter Novak is the only one I've come across that has also said that. Yeah, that agrees with that. And I'd like to know if someone, I mean, I'm going to research and see if anybody else does, but I was, his books made a huge amount of sense to me at the time. I mean, it was just, they were the kind of books to me that were transformative because, like he says in the book, he says once you, right at the beginning of the one book, once you see things, once you see all the pairs everywhere and everything, you can't see the world. Once you see the polarities everywhere, even the sun and the moon, you can't not see.
Michael and Lucifer again, but go ahead.
Yeah, that too. But you can't see the world the same way again. It transforms how you see things. And he equates the sun, again, to the soul or spirit, and the moon to the ego. And it's the same thing. We're one,
Does he really? Wait, stop. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, really? If you look at him,
went that far?
Yes, if you look at him, and the funny thing too, I wanted to say this. I was thinking about this just like yesterday. I think it was. It's funny these days. Lisa's aware of this. How so many people are starting to talk about the moon as being the source of the mind control, quote unquote, here on Earth. Right now, I don't know how much truth there is in that. But
well, it is the truth.
Well, but I mean, is that not wild that Peter Novak associates the moon with the ego, and you associate the ego with Lucifer and being our mind? And
that's all I want to say.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and we literally are mind controlled. Yep.
Michael and Lucifer, of course you are.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Yes, Sean.
That's a good segue.
Go, Luis.
Well,
no, but it is. You know what? He finds a little bit of me, and because I say there's no subject I can't talk about from knowledge. Okay, but I love it when he finds something I've said that's so out there, and then he finds it in a book.
But let me briefly, just so people don't think I'm out of my mind, why he associates the moon.
Good thing. That's a good thing.
But it's important to understand why. Look at how the moon records everything that happens. Okay, the footprints from Apollo are still on the moon. It's exactly like a memory bank, right? Every pothole on that surface stays there, right? Just like a memory should. And it has, now you probably may debate this, but it also has no light of its own. It's dark, right? Just like Lucifer in a way. Okay, now maybe that's a little off, but again,
you're right on. Keep going.
Okay,
you're right on.
It only receives light secondarily. Okay,
Lucifer is the moon. Okay, we know that.
I'm just saying.
Lucifer is the moon. You're right. You're right. He's on the right. Novak is okay. I like this guy.
With the sun, it shines. It's the light. It puts out the energy, right? It's the true source of everything here, all the life, just like the soul would actually be in a way the true source. But
can I add something here?
Okay, real brief. Look at the surface. The surface of the sun is unable to retain memory, right? The surface of the moon retains it perfectly. The surface of the sun is alive and moving and unable to retain memory, just like the soul.
And just like Lucifer, you are making reasonable sense using your rational mind to do this, right? Hello.
A lot of people think with their mind.
Well, of course they do, but it isn't their mind. But no, but Lisa wanted to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm putting what you've just said together with what Alf said yesterday in regards to the femininity of Lucifer. Now that we do see the moon as feminine as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also
George
Kavasilis talks about how the moon was initially, back in when it was created, was this beautiful feminine place that seeded life. Its purpose was to seed life, and it came here and seeded life on this planet. So that again brings the mother aspect in.
Yeah, wow.
So that kind of all ties together, you know.
Those moments
Yes.
when all of a sudden you put a bunch of pieces together like that are like they're worth the whole journey, you know?
What if I told you guys that? What if I told you guys that we seeded the moon before we seeded the Earth?
Well, that would go with what I've heard as well, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
the moon is
Very
far
true.
older,
Okay.
far older.
Yeah.
than
Oh,
the
yeah.
Earth,
We inhabited the moon before we inhabited the Earth. Okay. Again, I don't read anybody. I don't talk to anybody, so I don't know what anybody else thinks unless Sean tells it to me or finds it somewhere. So yeah. We did seed and inhabit the moon long before we came to the Earth. In fact, that was our home base while we did the work we needed to do. Because it was, number one, it was a close trip. Same dimension. We didn't have to do anything vibrationally. But let's not get off the subject. Lisa's got more questions, and I'm ready to answer them.
I've got a whole bunch of questions which I think are all tied together in the in the ascension sort of category. But before we even go there, because I think they're all going to be tied up. I wanted to ask you some more specific questions that are a bit off topic, but
Yes.
the stuff that is more conventional, there's nothing conventional about it, but the stuff that is more commonly discussed in, say, what we call the truth movement or amongst truth seekers, right?
Okay.
So
Truth movement. I love that.
Inner Earth, is it hollow? Are there beings living in there who are either, you know?
Do we call them truth seekers, the truthers, or conspiracy theorists? Which do we call them?
Does it exist? I think.
Well,
is the
I think
question.
is the whole.
I understand what the question is, but I think we're calling conspiracy theorists is more like it.
Oh.
Does it exist? I knew we would get to a question that I'd want to pass on, and I promised I wouldn't.
Inner Earth, Agatha. You don't want to go there?
Yeah. Okay. There are certain things. Everything I tell you is directly from my Father, directly from the Creator. There's nothing that is not. Okay. You can take this as a cop out. You can take it as you want. I don't ask what they teach. Okay. My understanding comes from either incarnation, direct teaching from Lucifer or Michael. Okay. No, I've never met the Creator himself, never seen him, felt him. Okay. I've been told by my fathers. Okay. But that is the truth of what I know. Now, I heard stories from other angels that are involved in that. Yeah. Am I? No. Okay. Do I have any direct knowledge? No. Is there? Yes. Okay. Yeah, most of it's true. But I couldn't tell you that in my service and what I do, that's not part of it. Okay. I haven't been there. Okay. I haven't had to deal with them.
So anything you would tell me, it would be secondhand. It would be here based on what you've been told.
Exactly. Even though told by angels, told by Michael, told by the Creator, told by God himself. Okay. But it would be, I don't ask questions how it works. Clarky says, well, what about this? I have to say, if I haven't experienced it firsthand by lived it or lived it above, okay, the firmament, okay, I have total awareness of billions of years of Earth time, okay, and eons, what do you call them? Eons, epochs, right, above. But what they teach me is to serve my purpose, and I don't ask questions. So like, hey, Dad, can I ask you this? It doesn't go like that. They teach me what I need to know to serve their purpose now, okay? I can ask about it, and I tell you I will deliver you the truth, okay? If you want to give me these questions, I'll give you the truth answer. Yeah, but I know, yes, there are inner Earth. Yes, there are. But I can't give you details, Lisa, because I've never asked about it, never been taught about it, never experienced it.
Okay.
On that.
Let's move on.
Okay.
There are, I would say, 4 ET races that get a lot of attention here at the moment, which would be the Reptilians, the Andromedans, the Palladians, and the Orions.
Right.
Now, we know about them because we've got people who are claiming to either be abducted by them or communicate telepathically with them. Or
Excellent.
And I've discussed this subject with other people and with interviews. But mind you, I know that you're not actually actively researching this stuff, so I don't know what you do and don't know.
No, I do not research it, but Lord Orion, okay, who is, let's call it, the reigning lord in that area, okay, very powerful, very, very good guy. Ashtar serves him, okay, as did I. He and I have a connection. Let's just say that, okay? So let me ask what you want to ask. Let me answer what I can answer, okay?
Okay, well, we've all... The Truth Movement has pretty much come to the conclusion that the reptilians are in control of what we call the Matrix, and we've got groups attached that we call the Illuminati and the powers that be and the New World Order.
Oh, of
blah,
course.
blah, blah.
I know all that. Yeah.
So what is... Firstly, is it true? Do they exist? Are they here? Are they in control? What's their plan? How many more questions could I jump?
Here it is.
I look into that.
Okay, here's what I can tell you. Okay, and I said it once before: 5 to 15%. I think it's more towards the 5. Okay, that are incarnate on this planet are ET based. Okay, Andromedan, Orion, Sirius, Pleiades, Pleiadian. Okay, as to the reptilian, very, very, very minor. Are they in control? Okay. Understand, they can only abduct. Okay, we talked about this the other day. Abduct, conduct their little experience, and work on their own. Okay. When the firmament was put in place, one of the reasons it was put in place was to lock them out. You have to understand, they shared the earth with us. Okay, right? They were the physical beings that were here amongst the angels and archangels and great beings that walked the planet.
Are you referring to the reptilians specifically, or all of the races?
All of them. Okay, not the reptilians specifically. Okay, in fact, they were the minority. Okay, the very, very minority of them. I would say those from Orion were the majority. Okay, and Andromeda. Okay, they cannot, will not, does not, can't happen. Okay, the only way they come in is if the firmament comes down, okay?
But are they controlling things from outside the firmament?
You mean as to the systems and governments and economies?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to hear?
Well, I guess so, yeah. I mean, okay, here, look at it from this point of view.
Are they controlling, okay, I'm looking from my point of view, which is God's point of view, okay, as I am creator and I am God, okay? No, they have nothing to do with us. They cannot interfere with creation or ascension any way, shape, or form. However, can those incarnate manipulate the system and control? Yes. Are they? Yes. Okay. Up to the highest places. Okay. Up to the highest places. Okay. And no, I can't name names. I mean, I could, but I won't.
It's all right. Many people already have.
Yeah, sure they have. And some of them are right. I don't listen to it. Okay, I don't read books. I don't do websites. The other night, I do like George Norrie. I used to love him in Art Bill. Okay, and the other night, I finally found where you get it. I haven't listened to it in years. I was telling Sean about it. You've listened to After Dark, George Norrie, right?
Yeah, we know who he is. Yeah, I think we both know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. And they had the guy you were talking about, the Navy SEAL guy, okay? He was on for half the shows. So, yeah, a week ago he was on it, and I was listening.
I'm talking to him next week. Stuff, Bill. So yeah, okay. Give me your take on this whole idea of 2 timelines. And so what I understand from what he's saying is that there's a positive timeline where ascension's on the cards, and whether they're reptilian or not, but these people who have been playing a very negative agenda kind of reap their karma, and it's not good for them. The timeline 2 is the less likely timeline where they actually get to implement the New World Order that they've been planning, and it's bad news for us.
Okay. Let me tell you unequivocally, factually, I don't care who says it, that makes no difference, okay? Nothing, okay? You have to understand that all of this is part of the Creator's creation, okay? Nothing inside this test tube, this world, okay, can be messed with in any way, shape, or form. Nothing will affect his plan of ascension, his purpose. It can't, okay? It doesn't matter 10 million lizards, okay? 10 million ETs, 10 billion, it makes no difference. The magnitude and power, okay, of what is dwarfs anything you can think of. And I love Star Wars and all the movies. I want to say frickin' possible, okay? Or you have no comprehension, okay? Cannot happen, will not happen. No. Conspiracy theories, make it anything you want it to be. Do they have the ability to stand up to the Creator? No. No. I mean, again, we wiped them out once and it was so simple, okay? And Michael, with a swipe of the hand, they're gone. Nothing can affect what is happening below the wall, okay? It's every man for himself above the wall, okay?
But what is happening
here,
below the
nothing.
wall hasn't been decided yet, has it? Aren't we still looking at 3 outcomes from what you said, or 3 choices?
That's all there is. There are 3 choices. Yes, there are 3 choices.
And that hasn't been decided
yet. The third is actually a 4th. Well,
the third is a 4th.
Basically, maybe it has. Maybe it has, and we're going to talk about it, right, with your last question.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what maybe – yeah, there's a way that seems to be leaning, and the timeline seems to allow it to work out. And if that's done, then they can have the damn place. Makes no difference, okay? Right? Makes no difference. Understand that everything serves the Creator. Everything. Okay, lizard people, the Andromeda people, the Orion, the Pleiadian, they all serve the Creator. Whether they know it or not know it, okay, they all serve the Creator. He created them as well as us, okay? They wanted to get in on the project. They wanted the eternal soul, okay? They wanted also to be part of it. So he allowed. It was in the agreement, in the treaty that was made. Before the wall went up, fine, we're going to destroy you or you're going to leave. Some left. Those that left were allowed to participate, bring their people, the best of their best, whatever they wanted, and we would put them in form here along with humanity. We'd give them bodies, okay, and give them souls, okay, and they have their own angel group up top, okay, that is mixed in with us. Okay, I know you didn't know that one. Okay, They have their own angel group. Okay, their own angel group. I mean, where do their souls come from? So this 5 to 15% will rise with us. Okay, so no, they're not. Okay, anything they're doing, they're allowed to do. But can they interfere with the creation? Can they help to bring humanity down? If they do, they're serving God's purpose. Nothing happens unless He allows it. Okay, now nobody comes against Him. Okay, impossible. Nobody comes against Him, okay? You're all a pawn in a very, 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 very large game, okay? You think you're doing something because it's your will? You don't even have your own mind, and neither do they. It's His. Their mind is His mind, okay? All there is, God is. There is nothing else. No lizards, no spacemen, no Ashtar, no Corton. By the way, he and I are the same too, and I didn't say that, and I don't want any questions on it. Where can we go from here? Let me give you a brief overview of the walk-in process, okay? And I never got to finish that. And what happened, okay, and it started early in the year, but started getting big time in the 50s. As I told you, it takes a good 20 years to awaken a soul within or attached to a body, okay? As time became compressed and shorter and shorter and shorter, okay, more important, like I said, there's standing room only upstairs. There is a shortage of bodies, okay? Right?
Even with 7 billion people.
Yes. A good body, that proves the system is working, right? Because what we do here goes there, right? Increases the upper. Okay. It got to be, the biggest waste would be a good body, okay? And it used to be we would just let them commit suicide, okay? You want out? You're done. Boom, do it, okay? You'll pay the karma, right? You'll get a big spanking when you get here, a big, big bad one, okay? You know, there is almost nothing worse than to destroy a body of Michael's, okay? We have worked very, very hard to get them where they're at, okay? So they said, let's bring back the begetting process, the walk-in process, okay? And rather than let a body, if it can be salvaged, be destroyed and have to start over and place the soul into a body and wait 20 years, we don't have 20 years, okay? So the walk-in process started getting big. And right now it's off the charts. They used to incarnate, in the upper numbers. Now almost every walk-in I meet is a 5. Okay, like Sean's a 5. Sean's a walk-in. Friend Carl's a 5. Every walk-in I run to is 5. 5 is the change number, okay? And I'm meeting these 5s that are normally, not even mediocre advanced souls, okay? 6 is about breakpoint, okay? Scale is 1 through 9, 6 being about breakpoint. But fives. There's so many fives, and you look at the eyes and you go, wow, okay, and you just throw a few test subject matter at him, like I did with Sean. What would I do if I told you there were three aspects, there were three gods? And he answered. So there are two ways to basically be accepted in the program, let's say. Number one, okay, is illness, okay, and number two is pain, okay. So either you have, or the person, the soul requesting, and it's the soul's request, not an ego's request, because ego is no part of it. Like I say, Sean is a walk-in and a soul at a very high level, but the ego stays with the original body. So his ego level is a 5. This is what gets him and me in trouble, right? And I spank his little ego. His ego is still a 5, but his soul level is 11, 22, or 33, which is a different level of master vibration. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what happens, either through tremendous illness, cancer, okay, an accident to where, almost can't rebuild you, okay, or pain. We're talking pain.
Emotional pain.
Big time. Loss, and one of the greatest being loss of a loved one. Even worse, and I don't even want to say the words, loss of something that you have and I also have, okay, little younger versions. Those are not necessarily loss of child, but that type of pain to where the soul says, either you get me out or I'm going to kill myself and I don't care. Please. And it used to be we really had to beg, and now not so much anymore. And those are the two reasons, okay? And then there's a third version of it. Doesn't happen often, but every once in a while, okay, I've seen it with car accidents where somebody's hit so hard, knocked out of their bodies, in this is very rare, but can't get back in, okay, and actually has to be replaced, okay, or operating on the operating table, and due to an error, let's say, especially with the anesthesiologist, okay, they've come out during a long surgery and not been able to get back in, okay, but those are the three reasons, okay, because definitely my little dear one, and if any angel had wings, Lisa, it would be you, okay, you are much more than a beginning fledgling soul, okay? And that's where you're at. Okay, that's where your body's at. Understand, that is the life path of the body, okay? All one. That means you're running around the planet, right, wreaking havoc and just incurring all types of karma. All you care about is you. That is the one incarnation, self, and more self. Because you come in, you have no karma, okay, as a one. You're creating it. You create your most karma in that first incarnation, because it's all about you. Everybody's still with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, listening.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. It got so quiet there. So the one incarnation is all about self, okay? Yeah. And we're not starting any new fledglings. There hasn't really been a new soul to enter into the program in at least the last 5 years, okay? And the ones that are coming in is those, the big and the brave, just want to fulfill karma at the last minute in hopes of ascension, get in, get killed. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of infant death, okay? And not a lot of souls really want to take that one on, come in, or a 3-4 year lifetime, come in and feel pain. And that's about only the brave and the big are willing to take that on. But you understand, the incarnation determines rate of ascension too, okay? Everybody can take the little easy one, right? And most do, okay? Or we can take the blue path, the straight up path. There's the long, windy road, but Michael's path is straight, start to top, from bottom to top, okay?
Michael's path and the blue path, is that the same thing?
Same thing, yep, same thing, straight up, okay? And damn the torpedoes, whatever comes, I know I'm prepared to deal with it, okay? And that's the requirement. If you want to serve in his Legion of Light, that is the requirement. And again, standing room only to get into that either. That's why I say stand up and be counted, okay? Once you make yourself known that you want to serve the light, okay, everything starts happening. You won't believe it, especially now. Right? More people need to stand up and be counted. I mean, I went over this with Sean and a bunch of people on a thread about a year ago, and almost got angry. You know, a bunch of sitting here, guru teachers talking this, talking that. I said, what are you doing? You guys are doing nothing. What are you doing? Okay, right? Volunteer. Be a world karma server. Okay, right? Big thing. Not only your own karma, but take on somebody else's. Okay, you want to be big and be great. You're all talking about, I hope I ascend. Why don't we make sure we ascend? Let us be a world karma server. Okay, and we talked briefly about that yesterday. Where? When darkness or light gets out of balance, and it's especially on the dark side, okay, it takes quick action on behalf of angels and demons and those in the know, aware enough in flesh, that have volunteered to be world karma servers, to take on a piece of the world's karma to keep this planet going. And if not for them, yeah, we could have timed out a while ago, okay? Maybe even regardless of promises, okay? World karma servers, all you have to do is raise your hand. I want to be one, okay? And boy, you will go through things like you've never seen before. Talk about ascension and quickening and wow, where did all this come from? Raise your hand. My Father seeks good servants, both of them.
When I literally made it out loud, a plea to do what I was meant to do. Get on with whatever it was I came here to do. I just want to get on with it. I want to be in service.
I can see.
And that's within 2 months I was doing this. So I figured this is it.
You know, we have free will. Okay, we've talked about that. Not really. You think you do. But it is the ego that will make the decisions for you when you try to put off or avoid what you need to do. Okay, the soul sees the incarnation. Okay, you've heard that before, right? It sees it before it comes and incarnates, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, that is kind of a fallacy. Yes, it's almost like a video image, a real clear DVD image. But you don't see every life experience. You see the incarnation, a few little things. You at a little later age, you at a few later ages. The good parts, we don't show you all. The soul doesn't see all the bad parts. What it does see is the outcome of the incarnation and the gain to the soul. You understand what I'm saying? Spiritual gain. So it decides at that point, yes or no. Okay? Right? And but then when you get down here, it's a whole different thing. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't know anything about this. Wait a minute. Right? Hey, I saw me living with a nice white family, and here I am in Darfur as one of those peace workers, and I'm prisoner, and they're going to cut my hands off. What the heck? Right? But as the lights go out and you get up there, and everybody's like, good job, man, wow. So, I got jobbed. Yeah. Right now, whatever it takes is the rule. Time is short. Let's get them up as quick as we can. Let's get as much in. It's kind of like, did you ever watch the movie Dune?
Oh, many years ago, yes. Mm.
Okay. Remember they're spice mining, right?
Yes.
And they're out there, and Paul Muad'Dib is flying with his father in the Fremen, and there's a worm coming. And these guys are working, and Paul, what are they doing? He says they're working to the last second to get as much of the spice in before the worm comes, right? And we're going to carry it off. It's the same concept, exact same thing. We're working as hard as we can to recover as much as we can, okay, just in case. We have to go with choice number 2.
Okay, let's get back to the war in heaven. Now, you did mention a book to me earlier. What book were you referring to?
It's called The Other Bible, and it has the Gnostic Gospels, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Visionary Wisdom Text, the Christian Apocrypha, the Jewish Pseudegraphia is how you say it. And then the Kabbalah.
That's how it is.
All in one.
It's the best Gnostic stuff ever written and assembled. You know, there's a Nag Hammadi, which was my first venture. And then this has a little random sampling of all of the best of everything. And, it's the best. It's like a $10 book, and it's like 800 pages. It's a must-do. I mean, for anybody that okay, did you find it? The War of the Sons of Life.
Yeah.
Sons of Darkness. Okay. Go to the very last page. Let's just start talking about Michael.
The last paragraph says, today is his appointed time to lay low and to make fall the prince of the domination of wickedness. And he will send eternal help to the lot he has redeemed by the power of the angel he has made glorious for rule, Michael, in eternal light, to give light and joy to all Israel. Peace and blessing to the lot of God, to exalt among the gods the rule of Michael and the dominion of Israel over all flesh. Righteousness shall rejoice in the high places, and all the sons of his truth shall be joyful in eternal knowledge.
Okay. God of gods. Okay. And this was the Essenes' main book. Okay. And they saw the war coming then. And there was a war. Okay. Fought in the celestial and astral realms. Okay. That a lot isn't talked about. And we can talk about it one day. Okay. As it was being Christed on earth, there was another war, okay, that is not mentioned, okay, and this is where it's mentioned. But yeah, Michael was made God of gods and ruler of this universe, let alone, again, ruler of this world. God of the world is Lucifer. God of the universe, everything above is Michael. Putting them together, the two together, the left hand and the right hand. And we will have a new totem, a new symbol. We've got the star, the cross, and the one to come. Okay, there will be another one. Okay, that the next bunch of, I don't know, we'll call them Christians or whatever there will be, religious zealots, will be carrying this new one with maybe the new form, and we'll have the new sign. It may be a rock they'll all carry in their hands. Look, and wear rocks around their necks. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to make light of it. Okay.
Oh, actually, this is something.
But yeah.
Sorry, this is something that I've touched on with someone else in the past. In that, as we go through the what do you call it? The precession of the equinoxes, and as we go into each age, we've got a new symbol and a new Messiah that goes with it. You know, are we on the verge of a new Messiah with a new symbol that is associated? What are we going into Aquarius? So it's somehow associated with with that. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it all gets to the end question, and that fits in there too. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And the first shall be last.
What does it mean?
We're almost there. First in, last out. Okay. It's used many times. It's used in the parable of the workers, refer to Israel. We were the first. Okay. We're also the last out, the last to be rescued. I'm at the end of the line. Okay. Most everybody gets to go before me. But who was really first is the same one that will be last. And when you take it all together, all of the apocrypha, pseudegraphia, biblical understanding, angelic, demonic, put it all together, there's only one answer, okay? And it can't really be any other way, okay? Once again, we have to leave it at the end question because I want to answer your other questions. And I'll answer at the end. It can't be any other way because once again, Mighty has positioned himself to hold cards. And there is no other that holds any cards. No reptilians, no Andromedans, no Orinians, even though Lord Orion is the man. No this, except Lucifer holds cards. Big ones. Okay?
Well, you did say the other day that one of the three options was raising Lucifer. So what does that really mean?
Can't do it yet.
Well,
next question.
What constitutes a reward?
Okay. Reward means you will be realized, okay? Given more light, more stature, more ability, and more power. Okay? Again, your purpose here is to grow God. There is no other purpose. In working off your karma, okay, you are growing God. That is why you are here. That is it, period. There is nothing else, okay? The better you do, it's just like a job, okay? The better you do, the higher the pay. Do you understand what I'm saying? The more light, the more you, the bigger you are, the farther you are along the path. And that's what it's all about. Believe me.
And so therefore being punished is simply the opposite of that. You get less and less.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no there's no sending you to hell. There's no hell. There's Christian hell, but there is a Christian hell. For all you guys, there is Christian hell, but not us. Okay? No, the punishment is not having. Actually, really, the punishment is incarnation. There you go.
More incarnation, yeah.
So what is Christian hell?
Christian hell is, okay, again, those that have been given the soul since Christ risen, an aspect of Michael, okay, have been given the finest material, the finest gold, the finest refined spirit that we have worked eons to grow, okay? They do not increase. They don't have to really reincarnate because it doesn't do anything. They incarnate to serve as feeders to the upper body, to the celestial body. They feed the angels, okay? That's what they do. They're feeders, okay? As you know, they're growers, refiners, and feeders, okay? The smallest group of the feeders, but they can produce the best food. Their thing is you're given the best spirit. The only problem, and this is the trespass, what do they call it in the Bible? The thing that, the unforgivable sin? Yeah, okay. And they don't know what it is. They think, oh, to blaspheme God. Hey, you know, I call him names all the time. He laughs, calls me back names, okay? Not nasty names, but call him names, okay? But to tarnish the gold. 2, through acts of incurring more karma, okay, in lowering that level of spirit, yes, you're in Christian hell, which is thrown into the fire, okay? And it talks about it in 1 Corinthians 4, okay, where it dictates their purpose. That, I says, you have work to do. You're a Christian. Get on with it. Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Whoa, no, we're once saved, always saved. I said, you stop with the crap. Once saved, always saved, okay? No, nowhere does it say that, okay? Nowhere does it say it. Provide me the Bible verse, okay? It says your work is to build upon the foundation of Christ, okay? Build on Michael, okay? Your work, which is your creating, may be gold, which is the best, silver, or it could be wood or hay or stubble. What isn't gold or silver will be thrown into the fire along with a man, okay? The man will survive, but only through fire, okay? Yeah, there is a place in the astral, specifically Christian hell, okay? So you want to be a Christian? Okay. So you better act like one and serve like one and do everything you're supposed to do, okay? You decided to be a Christian, okay? You incarnated to be a Christian, okay? Your deal, live with it, okay? There is a space specifically cut out in the astral, okay, where it's the fire. It's the flame. Okay?
And I just have to remind people at this point, if you have not listened to anything of the previous, please go back to yesterday's, because Alf does actually clarify what he means when he says the word Christian. It doesn't mean if you are someone who necessarily just goes to church on Sunday.
Right.
He has a very specific meaning for that.
I'm sorry I went over on that one, but I had to for you. Okay, go. Quick answers.
Who's the Antichrist?
We are the Antichrist. Your ego is the Antichrist, okay? And its purpose to be against Christ. Christ is Michael, okay? Ego is against it. There is no embodiment. Is that all going to happen? Even if it were, okay? You know what? And I really believe it would play out somehow like that with Israel and the Temple Mount and all that, because I'm very into that much, okay, with all that kind of stuff. And, the 7 symbols, the 7 things that have to happen. However, there's not time for it to happen, okay? What's going to happen, I feel, I've been told, okay, could be a year, possibly not go past this year. Possibly. Okay, but again, it has to play out in time. And things happen at all times. See, God doesn't know what's going to happen, okay? He knows the end result, okay, because that's assured. But what God's doing is awakening himself. May take longer than it's supposed to take. There's no given time limit because it is done in duality, okay? And it is another form is required to provide the vehicle for the cause and the effect to take place, okay? The planet is part of that form. You is part of that form. The ego is part of that form. The soul is part of that form. The angels are involved. The demons are involved. No. The ETs are only involved to that certain percentage, okay? Those that are here and participating have free reign. I mean, you have free reign to do whatever you want to our government, to undermine to this or that. It makes no difference, okay? What's going to happen is going to happen, okay? And it probably is going to happen this year unless it's averted again. And it's been averted for a few times, okay?
So is there a chance that we could be looking at life continuing as we know it beyond this year?
You want a percentage? There's a chance.
Yeah, okay.
Problem is I have to answer in truth, and I know the answer, but do I want to? Okay, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm allowed to.
I'm also trying to speak for all of those people out there who believe that we are looking at either moving into the fourth dimension, whatever that is, or moving into the fifth dimension, whatever that is, and
There is no life for the soul in the fourth dimension. Okay, it is a nothing existence. It is a storage area. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, the soul's realm is the celestial. Okay, I think. Okay. There is a 40% chance that, it will happen this year. Okay? I think there is a 70% chance that will happen in the next 15 months in a different way than everybody expects it to happen. I think we're all leaning towards option 3. Everybody above is leaning towards option 3. However, I think the end of humanity right now stands at a 70% chance.
so what does that mean? The end of humanity? Does that mean global cataclysm? Our bodies die?
No, I mean, we will not be the preferred host for God any longer. Abandonment. I mean, and if that happens, you lose the inspiration. The man will revert to becoming the creature that we were before Adam. Okay, wild, primal man, monkey man. It's almost horrifying because I have such feelings for these bodies and these people. I've incarnated so long, and it's a very, very high percentage that humanity will no longer be the chosen form, okay, for us, the souls, to manifest in, nor us, the egos, okay? And this really is the perfect form, okay? I mean, I hate to start all over again, okay? In this new form, like I say, I was pretty hard on the form the other day with a goat-like and making fun of it. It doesn't really look like a goat. It's hairy, okay? I got slammed from up above by a lot of people by the other day after was that the first interview where I said he looks like a goat and walks on all fours? I got slammed hard, okay? Because a lot of people, a lot of the angels, especially, demons don't care, okay? We'll take anything we can get, okay? Right? Any form, you give it. But a lot of the angels are really for the new form because it centuples, 7 times, 7 fragments in one form, okay? The possibilities are wow, okay? So the form is not that bad, but it's nothing like what we are. It's not human-like, okay? There are questions, and I want answers. And I've really asked hard for answers. What are we going to feel? I mean, the thing's hairy looking. It doesn't have does not have horns, okay? Does not have horns. Yes, it can walk on all fours, though. It can walk on all fours.
We were this
plays a part. This is the destruction of the planet aspect of the 3 choices.
Exactly.
So
there is, as I've said, there is another form ready to go.
So the planet is destroyed, our bodies die, and we take up form in...
Well, let's go back a step. Okay? If the planet is destroyed, okay, and Earth becomes a star, okay, which it's supposed to do, a new sun, okay, and it's, and the new sun is the new sun, okay, funny. But if so, all of what has been gained that is here, all the wealth, okay, that upon returning, remember, when you return, you start as a little seed, and that little seed has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. When you return and reassemble all the pieces, man, God wants those pieces. You don't think the Creator wants it, Michael wants it, okay? That doesn't come, okay? It's the original you, the original form, the original creation returns to its Creator, okay? The little you, which is the unrealized, undeveloped Elisa, the seed, when you started, will return to its sower.
So if Earth becomes a star, the planet is destroyed in the
is
process.
destroyed. Everything on it.
Humanity is destroyed, but the Creator and Michael only get back the original seed.
Yeah, but they get it all back at least. At least it all comes back.
But they don't get the profit.
They don't get the profit. Exactly, the realization. No. And that's what this whole thing's been about.
So why would anybody be voting for that theory? For that outcome?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, okay? We can get 7-1 on our money, okay? And who cares if it's raw grain, okay? Right? Look at all the grain we're getting. Okay, let's put it like this. We know we're going to get 7-1 odds at Vegas, but we don't got any money to play with, right? Mm-hmm. But if we just destroy our house, the insurance company will pay us a fortune. There's our seed money.
Okay. There's an analogy. All right.
Yeah, kind of. Okay. In other words, the seed money is coming. The grain is coming. Okay. You started out with grain before. Okay. He still has the realized and the upper gold. Okay. So really, you're not going to take the gold necessarily. You wouldn't have to put the gold into form. You keep the gold in the bank. You follow me? Mm-hmm. Right? And take the silver and the copper and throw that into the fire 7 times more than before. Is this making sense to you? Because it sure is making sense to them up there.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we don't have the copper. The copper's down here. But if we destroy the planet, we've got the copper. Mind you, it'll take a little time to return, but it will return. Okay. Right?
So that's one scenario.
Okay.
The other one is...
Yes.
What was the other one? There was ascension. You said those who can will.
Those who can will ascend, okay?
What does that mean?
With everything that... Okay, those who can. Those are ability. I would say right now that if you really did the scale, okay, to see where you're at, if you're a 7 or higher, I would say for sure you have the ability to ascend. Because there's lots of things there's lots of things being discussed. Okay. Protect the astral, pull the wall down. Okay. Let me tell you what, your boys and you truthers, when the wall comes down, you're going to see the truth. Okay. They're going to pour to this planet. Okay. They're going to pour to this planet.
Who's they? Who's
all
they?
The ones you talked about. Okay. All of the ones you talked about. Right. It's like the floodgate's going to be open. And there will be a war unlike you've ever seen between them. Okay, nothing like the war of heaven and earth, of course, but between the factions warring. Okay, because the planet will still sustain life for a while. Okay, until they destroy it. Okay, but if the wall's brought down, yeah, they're all going to come flooding in. Okay, so maybe we let them all come flooding in, and then we blow the planet. Who knows? Okay, it's a trap. Lots of things have been talked about. Okay. When a creation no longer serves its purpose, you have to understand, to God, it's a creation. You're a creation. I'm a creation. Okay. That's all it is. Okay. There's no attachment. It's passive. Okay. It is a creation, like a rock. Okay. Or some dirt. Okay. There is no attachment from the creator to the creation. Okay. It's those that experience in the creation that love us and love you. Okay. It is you that loves you. Okay. And some don't. But the lure of an angel becoming an archangel, and that is their purpose. Your soul's purpose is to become, okay? If you could do it 7 times quicker in a different creation, what? Okay? And it gets down to, do you even have any choice or say so? No, because everything is about the Creator awakening himself. Every aspect of material, okay, realized, seen, or unseen, is the Creator. There's nothing that is not, okay? The lizards are the Creator. The Andromedans are the Creator. The Ashtar Command is the Creator, okay? Every single thing is him. Nothing is not him, okay?
Can I just try and recap so make sure I understand?
Yes.
Yes. The angel aspect of me looks at me as nothing more than...
No. Okay, which me are we talking about there, girl?
Okay, the physical body that I'm inhabiting, the one I call Lisa Harrison. It's no more
Your
in some ways. It's no more than me throwing out my winter wardrobe and replacing it with a summer wardrobe. Not that I do that, but and I have no attachment either way.
Yes and no. Yes, yes, yes. However, those that have incarnated a long time, and you've been incarnate for a while, okay? There is an attachment to the body. I love it down here. That's why I've been here so long, okay? I'm so attached to humanity and the creation, and I've worked so hard. And I have children, I mean, spiritual children, in form that I would like to recoup and take with me, okay, that I've been apart for a long, long time, as well as I have physical children from this body that I love dearly. Yes, many of us love our bodies, okay? We're attached to them. We've worked on them for eons and families. However, okay, it's not a choice. There's no say-so in the matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm. Okay? The angel is still just an aspect of the Creator. It is a cell, a larger cell within a bigger body, okay?
Yep.
There is no say-so, okay? What is going to be. And not even Michael knows. It is the Creator's decision. It's like it says in the other gospel. The architect is building. When the building is finished and the time comes, not even the architect knows, okay? Christ is the builder. Nobody knows the exact time except the Creator. And that time is getting short. Okay, yes, your angel loves you. Oh, my God. It's her body, okay? It's that which allows her to become. But if there is another that is deemed to be, this is the new creation, okay?
That can hold more of her.
There's no choice. Right. There is no choice in the matter, number one, okay? Can we rebel? Some of us have talked of it. Where there'll be another angelic war? There may be. I'm telling you what, there's sides being drawn over this, Lisa Harrison. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm talking about stuff you've never heard before. There are sides being drawn over this, okay? Because there are some of us, many, that are very, very happy with what this has been. And Michael included, okay? He's silent. But there are sides being drawn between the angels. And there's talk, and this is really big, and this will be for your next interview. We will not talk about it now, but I'll leave it for you. There are sides being drawn between angels that will side with demons, okay, that will give up their earthly home to come down here and fight for this planet in this form. How do you like that one?
So what's this concept of going to either... Okay.
My God, I tell you the most important thing, incredible thing you've ever heard, and that's what you...
No, I don't, because I don't know where to go with that. I mean, what do I say?
You're going to be caught. There is a possible about another war in heaven, okay, of angels abandoning their angelship to come down here and stand with demons against God for you. This is possibility number 4 that I didn't give you in writing. This is being talked about. I have arguments all the time with many of them saying, what the hell do you care? What do you care? Well, there's many of us that do care, okay? We have children here. I have souls, angelic children, because of what I am, that I have created. Those of mine that were taken from me, that are in Lucifer, okay? That I love dearly, that are aspects of me in form, that I want, that will not come with if this happens, okay? You do also. You don't know it, but you do. So does he. Okay, so do many of us. Okay, your soul knows it. Your angel knows it. There may be division up above amongst Michael's ranks. Okay, hopefully not. Michael's all loving, all caring. He is. Okay, but this is causing tremendous, tremendous grief up above, like the time when we all left with Lucifer. Okay? Yeah, the Christians all want to go. They don't know what it is. If you knew what it is and knew what you were leaving behind, heaven on earth is what we want, okay? This is all things merged together here on this planet. This is our planet. This is our home. You've been here forever.
What's the heaven on earth option, though? Is the heaven on earth option the raising Lucifer option?
Technically, yes.
Technically,
okay?
Yes.
What if, let's go right to it. What if? Okay, let's talk about the options. You recap them for me. What are they? See if you've been paying attention.
You said those who can ascend will.
Yeah, and everybody else is basically every other channel teaching that too, correct?
Yeah.
Right, Sean?
But I still want you to clarify what that really looks like. And
okay, what that really looks like? 1/3 the population.
Does what though? What do we mean by ascension? Do we mean completely merge back into the oneness?
You will leave with your gifts. No, it's a long process. It's a return trip. Okay, no, you will not just pierce the firmament. Okay, but you will leave with your gifts, ego and soul, all of your wealth, all of the pieces, and you will return to the 5D. Okay, celestial. You will return to the celestial realm. Okay,
so that's
where
third.
You will you will either be thrown into the goo. Okay, that is the oneness. Okay, right. B, have enough wealth that you can start as your own new angel. Okay, small, but you have enough wealth to do it, enough spirit attained to do it. Or 3, merge back in with your angel. Okay, those will be the 3 options that will be available to you up there. Okay? Some want to be oneness. Okay? Well, you do nothing. You just be. And if you're ever called upon, you will be. Okay?
Actually, that sounds boring.
And it is be. Yeah. Well, Lisa, you beat me to it. I mean, it is boring, but you beat me to it. Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. All of the action is they're standing in line to get down here, and those standing in line might join us. Oh my God, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Okay, so if we're looking at only a third of the population doing that, what happens to the other 2/3?
Hang on. Question. I need to get out of trouble. No, I did not say that. It was a slip of the tongue. No treason. No trespass. No. Okay? Slip of the tongue. Alfie did it to me. I need to get myself out of trouble with that one. Okay? Believe me. That. I said an us. I am nowhere except my allegiance to the Father and whatever He asked me to do. I made it an us, but there are those standing in line upstairs that would join in maybe an opposition to what any other plan might be, okay? The line standers, those not incarnate that want to get in, okay, they may throw into the pot, okay? Go to the question, Lisa. I'm sorry.
That was only for 1/3, roughly, of the population. What happens to the other 2/3?
Exactly. They don't make it. Earth becomes a star, okay?
But they reincarnate in the new form, or where would they go?
Into the goo.
Okay.
Into the goo.
Okay.
Because you have not attained a level to be established. See, everybody's awakened. What the hell is awakened? Awakened is nothing. You need to be realized. You have to attain a level of spirit to become your own star, okay? Your own angel. Or close to it, okay? Right? Your angel may add to you because it's another her too. You understand what I'm saying? You're connected always, okay? You are her first in becoming an archangel. My children down here are my stars connected to me to becoming an archangel, a galaxy, a constellation, right? You don't want to lose that. It's what you've worked for, okay? But if not, you'll go back as raw grain into the goo, okay? And the goo is the all in all, the oneness. Om. Say Om. Please. Trust me. Anybody preaches oneness, it ain't all that. It isn't. I've been there. Thank God I was never into the goo. You want to go into the one? Not a chance. Get me away from this crap. Please. Put me back in form. Forever keep me in form. I will serve the Creator. No, until I am realized, okay, and become. So, 1/3 could ascend. That's about it. Okay, everybody else, we go back without the egos, without the memories, without the understanding, and be formed and used in the next seeding process. You would be the seed that goes out, okay? Again, start it all over.
So raising Lucifer, that's the next option.
So Lisa Harrison will be Lisa Bah, right? John Bah, right? Okay.
Raising Lucifer, what does it mean?
Just the last question.
No, because there is ascension for those who will. There is Earth becoming a star, which involves destroying the planet. There is raising Lucifer, and then there is heaven on earth, or another war.
Okay.
To bring about heaven.
Raising Lucifer. Okay. We talked about the deliverer, and one of the things is he cannot default on that promise to his own, which are the 144,000, okay, and their children. Their children are the souls of Israel. A million or so of them, okay, of, again, the finest gold, right, worth more than anything else on this planet, okay? That is the greatest worth, and that is what's keeping us around. Lucifer, again, when Michael brought the sword, divided the spirits from the souls. The Bible talks about this. This is fascinating stuff. Okay, fascinating stuff, okay? Lucifer was paid, okay? And Revelation talks about it. And even there was actually at least one Christian scholar that got it, okay? And a guy called Gregory the theologian, and he wrote in the 2nd century, right? This is the only one I know that's ever gotten it. I teach it all the time. They tell me I'm nuts. I said, read the damn print. Read the Bible. Great. And then finally some guy, Die to Self, Manichaean Orthodox, okay? And he says, you know, this guy's right. Somebody agrees with him, Gregory the theologian. I said, who the heck is that? And it was one of the things that I did actually go and look up. He says the guy's in the 2nd century, in the 2nd Paschal homily, he talks about what you said, that Lucifer was paid. The Bible is clear, okay? We paid Lucifer to get back the spirits, okay? And the payment was the souls, our souls, the souls of Israel, our children, God's children, because they're direct fragments of him, okay? Right? What we gained and stored in the wife, the daughter, the son, that was passed from generation to generation, okay? Bible's clear on that, right? In Ecclesiastes, one is talking about, I don't know why I do this. I know that what I have will be passed on to somebody I don't even know who it will be. Could be somebody not even in my family, okay? But yet I keep serving for my reward. Never got the reward. But 1 million at that time souls, and all of that wealth, much more than 144,000, it was our wealth, were stored in the children. Just as Lucifer says, all of the wealth of all of the kingdoms are mine, and whomsoever I will give it, I will. Okay, so he has it. But what he did with it is how he dealt himself back in the game. All of that, when we had the new soul, which was so powerful, we also needed the new ego for the body to match, okay? Because the new soul, being as clean and perfect and powerful as it is, of Michael, needed an ego to veil it to be more powerful than it for the God's game and system to work out. Growth through darkness and light, through the polarities. So Lucifer refragmented all of that gold and dealt it out as souls, his, okay, as your ego, your mind, okay? If the planet is destroyed, okay, now it's still all of Israel, but it's in us as our egos. That is his soul, and it's still growing and growing and growing, okay? If the planet is destroyed, that is lost, and the promise is broken. And the promise is, okay, to Israel, Paul reaffirms the Archangel Gabriel, the deliverer, don't worry about them, because Christians are asking, well, what if they're bad, and will they be in our tree with us? Do not worry about them. The deliverer will come out of Sion to redeem all of Israel. All of Israel will be saved. Unbreakable promise. Okay? Unbreakable. Commitment from a father to his children. Direct children. We're not talking God to Christians or God to you or God to Sean. We're talking God speaking to himself. They are angels of God. They're all he had that came down here. Everything else was in Lucifer. Okay? His direct pieces. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a big difference here. Mm-hmm. His direct pieces. It is him. Okay? Not some grown of him. It is him fragmented of himself. The YHVH was only the God of Israel. Not everybody's God. Oh, yeah, our God the Father. No, he's not your father. Go read your book, Deuteronomy 32, okay? He is only the God of Israel. That's it, because his essence is placed only in them. I will live in them. I will walk in them. I will put my spirit, I'm quoting Bible, I will put my spirit in them. Show me any verse in the Bible where he says he put his spirit in you. No, it's Christ in you, the hope of glory. And that is the key verse. The call of the Gentiles is Christ in you, the hope of glory. Ain't guaranteed, okay? But it is guaranteed to them. If the planet is destroyed and becomes a star, okay, they are a forfeit. There will be some pissed off angels up top and down here, and the Creator will have broken his promise, which he, I bet, will not do, because he's destroying himself. It's like the old, why can't God just stamp out the devil and Lucifer? Because he's killing himself. Okay, he is everything. He's killing himself. Okay, no. So, I can't see that option. I can't see it. Okay, however, if it's done, he gets all the seed material back. Every single bit of it comes out of Lucifer. Okay, and he has done it to Lucifer before. Okay, because he's God. He is. It is nobody else. He's only accountable to himself. Do you understand? He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have a this. Okay? He's only accountable to himself because there's nothing that he is not. Every single, you got to get this in there, Lisa. Every single thing. The reptilians, the this, the that. Nothing. Everything's him. Every single thing. He is all matter. Okay? So, okay. I hope, I can't see that option. Which leads us at the last one.
Lucifer rising.
Lucifer rising.
So what does that mean?
If he raises the consciousness of the planet, Lucifer and the earth are one and the same. If he, and he can do it, raises everything, then we all go. Your egos are all in Lucifer, okay? See, your ego, again, it is the wealth of Israel. Your ego is a soul. Again, is God is the light and God is the dark, Lisa, right? You get that, right? Okay. Then that soul that is from Lucifer is also his wealth and glory, is it not?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes. Was that yes?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I had to do the Sean to you. Okay.
He likes confirmation.
Yes, it is. It is. Yes, it is. That also is his wealth. Okay? Again, he's both dark and light, so everything had grown and the darkness increased. Also, even to say that that seed material was his finest gold that was left here and paid to Lucifer to let the spirits go, even though we tricked him out of them anyways, okay? But that was the bounty money, and he wants it back. Okay. So, if the deliverer will come out of the kingdom of heaven, Sion, okay, where some of the archangels still are, Lucifer's in the kingdom of heaven. Greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And Christ returned to earth. Is it possible that Lucifer is the deliverer, and the deliverer basically is the Mashiach, which is the next Christ? Is it possible that Lucifer is the new Christ to become? I never asked about permission to say that, but I said, is it possible? Okay? And let me give you the answer to that. Yes, it is very possible. And yes, Lucifer was the first Christ. And yes, Lucifer was not given the kingdom he was promised.
So
and
in
yes,
other words,
Gabriel
to
was
rip him off again would be unheard of.
Well, the problem is to rip him off again, God kills himself. You understand, right?
Yeah.
And killing us kills himself. Okay? And all of the work that we've done for billions and trillions of years, okay, is for naught. You understand what it took to create this world, okay? And the process. See, there is no time on the other side.
But Earth wants to become a star, does she not? Isn't that part of her evolution?
Yes, it is.
So are you
but she also does. But she also. Wait a minute. But to become that star, okay, do you think that glory or presence or spirit is not required somewhere in the process? It's an interesting question, isn't it? If you're thinking just in material human terms, well, the metaphor was this, well, if you squeeze a coal hard enough, it becomes a diamond. Okay. But if we're talking a star, and a star is an angel, in this case, we're talking a sun, we're talking more than a star, okay? We're talking about Christ is the star. The earth is becoming more than just a star, okay? But is it not possible that the star that will become will be able to sustain the creation? Is that possible? Are you seeing a star like a sun? Okay. Mm-hmm. Or are you seeing like a star where there could be life on that star? How do you see it?
Depends on who you talk to.
No, well, I guess I hadn't thought of life on a star.
Okay. What? If you have created your light body, okay, as part of what you're creating is your light body, okay? You've heard of the light body before, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Then you would be able to live
on a star.
Yeah, why not? Okay.
Is that part of? Okay.
Can't let you.
Okay. No, but if Earth, okay, if Earth.
See, wait. What's happening here? Okay, wait. Okay, you can get to this to a certain area. Keep digging. But I'm bordering getting in trouble. Okay, I'm bordering. How would I put it?
Okay, well,
what happens when you divulge great secrets and what is that called? Tyranny? I don't know. What's it called? Okay, but I can, for instance, anything. Okay, right? So if you know me, if I'm, for instance, I'm asking you questions. Are they questions or are they statements of truth? That's for you. So you keep digging. Go ahead.
What's the best possible outcome for us then? What do we want? Lucifer rising.
Lucifer rising. Oh, by all means. Okay. We do not want another war. Okay. Because if angels above the firmament come down here and stand with angels below the firmament, you call them demons. I still call them angels below the firmament, tektonim. With Lucifer, and the Creator drops or dissolves the firmament, Armageddon?
Yeah, okay.
Maybe Armageddon is worse than anybody thought it could be, okay? The potential angels versus demons is very, very real. The potential E.T. dinosaur whatever, I'm telling you what, we could talk about real Armageddon. We could make
You've
Revelation
actually reminded me of something. Do you remember the TV show Buffy?
The Vampire Slayer?
Yes.
Vampire Slayer? Yeah, go.
At the very end of season 6 or 7, Buffy dies.
Okay.
And she dies because a ritual is performed to basically open up, and what sounds like you're saying is collapse the firmament, and all of the dimensions. The gateways to all the dimensions become open, and suddenly Earth is flooded with demons and.
That is it sounds like Ghostbusters too, right?
Yeah, right. Kind of, yeah. I just had a vision of that.
That is what would happen if God collapsed, for some reason, Michael let the firmament down, okay? And we're talking angel, you're talking the consciousness. It would actually be, how could you bring the consciousness down here, though? I mean, this would be a disastrous. It would destroy this world. We're talking all the way out to the Pleiades, okay? And Orion and Sirius would all be involved, okay? It would affect every planet, every star up until then.
Well, that's why they have a vested interest in what's going on here too, right?
Yeah.
But why do we have so many prophecies about the golden age that's about to come? if I mean, throughout history, throughout cultures, we've got these cycles.
And if Lucifer rises, we'll have that golden age.
But why is it even up for question? Why, if everyone thought that throughout history that's what was coming?
Let me ask you a question.
Why is it up for debate? You a question.
Okay, then why do you listen or pay any attention to any? If that's going to happen, why are you paying attention to any of these truthers and any of these Bill Woods, any of these Ikes? Ike, I call him Icky, but it's Ike, and any of these ET people. Okay, if the golden age is assured. Okay, so are we looking at just another opinion, another avenue, or why is it? Okay, I'm asking you a question now.
Yeah,
you interview a lot of people. You know their perspective probably better, much better than I do. Okay,
I haven't interviewed two people who agree. Everyone's got a different version and a different story.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. That's one thing about me. You can find me in just about any book. Okay. There's something that agrees with me. Maybe the rest of their stuff is whacked, but there's something that will agree with one of my higher teachings. Okay. But wow. Okay. The point was, forget about Golden Age, forget about Christianity, which is what we're professing with that. Throw it all out. Go back to Ephesians 1:10, God's purpose, to merge all things in heaven with all things on earth. If he raises Lucifer, he did it.
So that is still the original goal.
I think it was heaven on earth down here.
Yeah.
Okay? But let's say he raises Lucifer. There's not the planet itself. He'll pull the consciousness out of the planet. You understand what I'm saying? And it would probably then turn into a star. It would be a dry planet, turn it into a star, and he could win all the way. Okay? But it will take a little longer. Okay?
Oh, hang on. I think I just got something.
I think you did too.
I think, yeah. Okay, there's a huge difference between bringing heaven down to earth and then raising earth. That's two different things. So raising Lucifer or raising the earth is actually pulling the consciousness out of the earth and raising the consciousness, but the physical planet is separate. Therefore,
go.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. I knew you'd get some of this. I never expected you to get this much, right? I thought you'd throw me off the first day. But awesome, Lisa. Awesome. Okay.
Sorry,
that was going to be the title of the book. By the way, the book's getting close. I mean, I got to write an exit and an intro, and then Sean and I can put the rest together. I got so many thousands of pages, we just got to edit it down. But the title was going to be Lucifer Rising, okay? And I wanted to get it out about 6 months before all this stuff was going to happen, and we could talk about it and get our website up and going, okay? Sean's going to be working on that. So we've really got to get going, okay, and get this done. I have
to finish. Though,
I didn't mean get go.
No, we don't mean leave now.
No, I don't mean that. No, what I was saying before though, Lucifer rising, the consciousness of the planet leaving.
Got it, Lisa.
If we go with it, sounds fine. If we don't,
okay. So then all it would be back. Well, you're going with it. If Lucifer leaves, you're going. You have no choice. You're in him. Okay. Everything here is in him. You understand? That's why bring him is easier than leaving 70% here that can't ascend. Okay, and also it's the quick trip. Lucifer does not have to go through the astral, baby. He is the astral. He just walks right through the wall.
But what's the alternative? Bringing heaven to earth.
Go back. You can't have that. Just went whoosh over your head. You understand the return trip could be, I don't know if you want to do it in time, 1,000,000 years before you get back. 20,000, 50,000, who knows, before you get back, okay? We're talking about a pretty quick trip there, okay? In Lucifer, through the firmament. And instead of bringing heaven down, what if we brought earth up, okay? Same thing, we merged heaven and earth, didn't we? And Lucifer is the one that rises and falls with you and hands you to Christ. So, in reality, instead of Michael coming down, what if Lucifer comes up and hands him the whole damn planet and all of us and every aspect of us and all our children and all our glory? And what happens? Okay, so God has to give back to Lucifer? Why not? That's the only obstacle here, okay? The Christian think, oh, my God, that'll never happen. You're out of your minds, guys. Okay? Your Bible even says that Lucifer also will be, okay, resurrected. Okay? It's clear in 2 Corinthians. And it goes like this. I don't have it with me. Yeah, I do have it with me. Here, hang on. Let me read you this passage because this is important. Hopefully I have enough light to even see. Oh, great. Tell me you're not. Okay, hold on.
While you're looking, I just want to remind people that you said earlier that Lucifer is the consciousness of the earth. Lucifer is Gaia, as we call it.
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
Okay. 2 Corinthians. Let me find this. Let me read this to you. Okay. Most Christians want to try and disagree, and they've actually changed the translation to try and make it fit their religion. And once again, I mean, I love Christians. I love their service to the Creator. But their understanding is just, but again, he keeps them dumb on purpose. Sean's heard me say it a million times. He keeps them ignorant on purpose.
I don't know if you heard it if you took your headphones off, but we were just...
I did.
Okay, good.
I didn't hear it. No, the headphones were off.
Oh, Lisa wanted... She was just confirming for people that are listening while you were doing that Lucifer is equivalent to Mother Earth, Gaia, Christ Sophia, whatever.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Everywhere we say Lucifer, you can replace it with Mother Earth if you like it better.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Okay, here you go. Okay, remember, glory means to ascend. Okay? When they glory, using it that way, means to ascend. When you're realized, when you become. When they glory, when you become, okay? Become angel, become in heaven, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so let me go. And here's Paul speaking. But what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off occasion, okay, from them who desire occasion, that when they glory, that when they ascend, okay, they may be found even as we. So you too may be found even as an archangel. Paul's an archangel, Gabriel, okay? Okay, so that when they glory, he's talking about everybody incarnated at that time, that when they glory, they will become, and God tells them, Jesus tells them, when you die, you will become like the angels in heaven, okay? Jesus tells them that. Michael tells them that, okay? So Paul is saying that when they glory, ascend, they may be found even as me, okay, even as an archangel. That's what he wants for us. Okay, there are a lot that want for us. Now let's go down. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ, okay? He's talking about Satan's angels, okay? And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. Okay? Works is your amount of spirit. Okay? And that's what you'll be judged upon. Your glory. How much have you produced? Okay? So Satan will ask, Satan, God, I hate that name, will also be transformed. Okay? How does that happen? Okay? There's only one way you're transformed. Okay? And that is raised above the firmament. So what is debating and what is happening is how to do it. Okay? Do we let the new form wait? Okay? It's ready to go. Do you let this evil humanity continue? Well, that's what you built us for, to increase the humanity. That's my argument every time in front of them. You built us, this vehicle, to increase the darkness. You put a consciousness in it, okay? Right? That seeks out darkness, that runs the body. Because all of God's gain comes through darkness. This is the system in place in this world, okay? First, he increases the darkness. He needs a vessel to increase it. You are that vessel. You are the evil. Think about it, okay? There's nothing else on this planet. Not all of us, okay? But, there's nothing on this planet that consciously can commit bad acts. Animals don't. No other creation does. We can consciously choose to commit bad acts, okay? We are the vessel that grows God. You are the clothes for God, the clothes for your angel, okay? But that which controls this vessel, its purpose is to increase the darkness. Your soul's purpose is to increase the light. As fire and flame is used to refine just about everything, gold, silver, wine, right? Okay? Pressure is applied. You're squeezed. And as you're squeezed, you move left, you move right, Okay? You scream out in pain and agony. You cry to God to save you, and he does. He sends light to the darkness. Okay? He grows. Okay? In the new creation, he can grow 7 times faster. The angel can grow 7 times faster. The archangel can grow 7 times faster. And you, the soul, okay, still have to go through the whole process, right? You don't grow any faster. There's no gain to you right now incarnate. Do you understand what I'm saying? You, the soul, you don't grow any faster. You'll be lucky if you get to participate, okay? So, if the promise is kept, Lucifer may be the deliverer that he talks about. I always thought it would be Hanael. It's taken over from Michael, okay? But Lucifer be the next Christ. If we raised the entire consciousness, everybody, all the children, all the memories, egos intact, right? And it's mass ascension, and we drop the wall, and all the lizards and ETs, you can have the place. It's yours.
So what
And
can
we're on
we
to the next
do?
seating
What
ground.
can we do to play an active role? And
What now? What next? We go through the normal process. You're playing the game of God, and you don't even realize you're playing it. Okay? You're a pawn. Free will, karma, and reincarnation, as I spoke of. Okay? Your free will allows you not to choose Burger King or McDonald's. That's freedom of choice. Free will allows you to choose light or darkness, God or the other aspect. Okay? That's what you have to have. Because if you didn't have free will, you'd do everything the right way. We don't want you to do it the right way because you need to be evil. Okay? But if you know how the game works, okay, which I basically told you, okay, you are increased through darkness. When you're bad, the soul gets rewarded, okay, but the body takes the punishment. Okay? So, you need to stand up and be counted, okay?
it sounds like
You
you're
need
saying we
to
need to go
ask.
out and be as bad as we possibly can, and then ask to bring the light in, balance
Not
ourselves.
No, he said that's not what I'm saying. No, that's the hard way, the long way. Sean, talk. Say something.
Remember, karma. Remember, yeah, definitely. That's something I wanted to say earlier in this whole thing is that we are definitely not saying it, and it's never meant. Whenever it's known, and many people say this, and it's well, I don't know how many, but it's. I mean, darkness might be equal with light, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come with consequences. You know, there is still karma. No, we're not saying that you should go out and be as evil as you can be at all. Not even close.
Not away. No, it's not my message. Not even close. Okay. First of all, first step. You need to stand up and be counted. Okay. You need to let your creator, your angel, know that, A, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't have to play this game anymore. Stand up and become a world karma server. Okay? Ask the creator. It really is this simple. It is this simple. Okay? Don't call it God for all you spiritualists out there. Call it whatever you want to call it. Higher power, whatever. The guy in the sky. If anybody's out there.
Source.
Okay? A
Self.
source. Self. Whatever you want to call it. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, whatever. Okay? Ask whatever you believe in. Okay? To become a world karma server, a server of the creator, to bring light to darkness. Okay, we got enough on the other side. You don't need to do that. We don't need any more volunteers. Okay, you don't need to be a demon. Okay, you need to become a world karma server to serve in the purpose of helping you, all of humanity, to ascend. Okay, all you have to do is stand up and volunteer, and you will be included. You will become aware that you're included. All things will happen to you at an accelerated pace. Okay? If you are willing, as it says in the Bible, the highest sacrifice you can make is to give your life for another. But that's not what it says. Don't go out there and kill yourself and be saving somebody. Yeah, we'll all wave at you up top. Wow, look at that dude. Saved a little child. Good job. Right, you'll get some pats on the back. Nope. Okay, the greatest sacrifice in what Jesus did for us would give his spirit to all of us. Okay? Surrender your, now this is a tough one. Be willing to surrender your works, that is your glory, that is your level of ascension, to help humanity now. Be the love, okay? Become a world karma server. Be willing to surrender what you have attained, okay, to help other members attain. God, Creator, it is not important whether I ascend or not, as long as I can help others to ascend. And that has always been my purpose. I'll be last. I do not care when I get there. I don't care if I get there. But I want every single soul that I can help get there to get there. Become a world karma server. Decide to serve. Give your spirit, okay, offer. You'd be surprised that it may not be taken, okay? Offer all that I have, all of my light, to serve the Creator, to serve Michael. And you will ascend. I guarantee it. I don't care how you get here, folks, just get here. I guarantee it, okay? Things will turn immediately in your life. Your karma will be removed. You will no longer be caught up in the game, okay, of cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. Because once you have declared to become a world karma server, you will take on bigger aspects. You will become as the angels, as we do, okay? And you will take on mass karma. And your light will be thrown into the pot to offset the darkness, okay?
That's
ascension.
Sorry, but
Go.
that sounds... Well, a couple of things. One, personal experience.
Go.
Every time I've gotten to that place where I've kind of surrendered myself to service, my life usually turns upside down in a rather negative way. Secondly,
Okay.
that
Okay. Now stop. Let me address one of two. Let me address one of two. One of two. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Usually, you are serving where needed. Okay. And are placed into darkness to serve darkness. As I said, most of us will serve darkness first. But did you actually declare what you wanted to serve? Okay, because you can get thrown into serving darkness, as I have for the last 9 years. Okay, being an instrument of karma. Okay, a whipping boy. Okay.
Well, if we're asking to be able to bring light into darkness, aren't we going to get thrown into the darkness?
You're asking to see specific purpose. I stated it. You're asking to serve the light only. Okay, we have enough serving darkness. Okay. Maybe you missed that part. Maybe it meant whoosh. I said we have enough serving darkness. We need those to serve the light now. Again, you don't need to serve darkness anymore to ascend once you make the commitment to become. Okay, the incarnation, the karma stops. You now get reverted to instant karma. You will be accelerated as a master, at least an 11 vibration with no karma. But you will be, okay, the karma that you will serve will be greater, okay? Yes, you may take earthly hits, okay? You may lose your lifestyle, okay? You may, again, what do you want to do for ascension, okay? It's your soul's purpose to ascend. Okay, but you're thinking as a human, oh my God, this bad might happen, or this bad might happen. Yeah, you may lose everything you have, but I've lost 5 times over. I've been millionaire.
It may be worth saying that if you're intending to serve where you're needed, you also have to stop serving where you're not needed, and sometimes that has to be forced on us.
Excellent, John. Excellent. It is forced on you. It is exactly forced on you. It is forced on you, whether to grow darkness or light. Okay. It is forced upon you. But when you volunteer, okay, and request, okay, then you dictate. You're no longer playing the game, okay?
Well, this is actually quite a test to see how much we want this. Because
that's it. Do you want it?
I really want to ascend, but I don't want to hurt. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to give up my BMW. No. I don't want to,
You may not have to. Wait. Okay. You can be rich and well off and successful, okay, and still serve the light. I did for 2 years of my about 5 years of being a multimillionaire. And then I said, man, the darkness is just so much fun. Okay. And I knew when I made that choice that I would lose everything. And I did, almost to the date. I had all my friends over from California, and I owned this huge company in Arizona, and I was so wealthy, and I was the talk of the town, and I could do anything, okay, and spend anything, and buy anything, and have anything, okay? It was great. And my friends are saying, man, this is so great. Look at this. Look, you left this and did this, and we all thought it wouldn't happen, and look at you now. Look at this house, and you're on the mountaintop, and wow. And I said, dude, it's not even 2 years. What? I'm not going to last 2 years. What do you mean? I said, it's all going to go. And it did, okay? But I chose that. You can be and have everything you want, okay? Once you offer, the point is making the commitment to the light, okay? To stand up and make yourself available, okay? Sometimes that's all you have to do. Do you want ascension? Okay, let me ask you this, Lisa. Come on. You're being earthly now. I'm going to slap. Here we go.
No, but I'm
Bam,
also
bam,
trying
bam,
to
bam,
speak
bam.
to you from the
Wait. I know
the
you
perspective
are.
of everybody who's listening, potentially listening.
That's right. Yes, you are. So let me ask you this. Okay, do you really want to negotiate with a demon? Okay, here we go, girl.
No.
Okay, here's the deal, Lisa. I'll get you up there. Give me the BMW.
Well, I haven't got one to start with.
Oh, you said you didn't want to give up I thought you had one.
No.
You said, I don't want to give up the BMW.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not me, but I've got nothing to worry about because I've got nothing to worry about giving up.
All right. Well, okay, then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
What do you really think you have? It's only all about the body is such an illusion. The body's going to die. It's going to be buried in the ground. You ain't going to take it with you. The only thing you can take with you is your glory. That which you've been working here for a long, long time. Okay, that is going to make the difference on the other side. That is the coin that spins up top, your glory. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. That is your power. That is what you got up there. That's going to buy you the BMW. Above is your glory. That determines whether it's into the goo. And believe me, all you oneness freaks, trust me. It's not, you don't want to be in the goo and part of the one, okay? There is nothing, okay? You're just there, okay? Right? You're just there. And barely conscious. But yeah, you are one. Trust me on it. You're one.
But
anyway,
so you're conscious enough to know that you are nothing.
You're conscious enough to know that you are nothing. Exactly. That you are God. That's what you are. But you don't get the benefits of God. By the way, can I ever tell you what the biggest benefit of God is? Okay?
No.
Right? Okay. Here it is. Same thing when we were gods down here, incarnating in Monkey Man and everything else. Here is why you want to become a god and why you want to make it. Because every single aspect of you that's incarnate, this is why we want to keep this form too, you get every feel and every thought of 6 billion people. Can you imagine that? Okay, the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, you're talking the sex, the money, the power, the race car, the whatever you want to be, the water skier, the horse racer, the football player, the tennis star. Every single emotion and feeling is yours. Lucifer gets the same, okay? That's pretty heavy when you think about it, if you can think about that, okay? Every single experience of 6 billion, 7 billion souls is your experience. I mean, how can you feel them all at once? Or could you? Could you just like turn up the dial and get, whoa! I mean, can you imagine, okay? Creator sitting up there shaking, my God, turn it down. Okay.
You know what? Today we've been talking so far for 3.5 hours, so I think we need to bring it to a close. I know. But I think what we need to do is allow this to just get out there, get the comments in, and follow up in a few weeks and start addressing. And if you're up for it, let's do it live. And
I'm ready.
Have a live.
Yeah, we'll do it on exactly what we'll do. But yeah, just anything. No, Lisa, it's as simple as standing up, raise your hand. I'm in. I'm willing to put all that I have to help others ascend. You have to be willing. Like I said, the biggest thing you can do, the greatest thing you can do is give your spirit to another. Okay? Not give your life for another. Give your spirit for another. Okay? When you're willing to put up your glory, okay, and become a world karma server, okay? When that happens, nothing bad happens to you. It's only good. Okay, yes, but you have to surrender your gifts. But hey, most of us don't even realize we have them. So what are you giving up? Some spirit? Okay, be willing to take what you're getting it anyways through karma, okay? You're getting it through karma. You are playing the game for your very life and your very soul, okay? And the existence of humanity. I am telling you, all you have to do is ask. And what you ask will be granted, okay? Your karma will stop. You will become like a master, okay? Like an angel having instant karma, okay? Right? That means, okay, you don't really get any karma unless you do something bad, like my karma. My karma is instant karma. I mean, I could do something, trespass against somebody, even a little one, bam, it's 5 minutes and I get it back. So I am so cautious and so careful. And if you do trespass, quickly find whatever you trespassed against, whoever, and make amends very quickly. Hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to, cut out a line or bump you or cut you off or whatever it is. When you find you have done something, you can control karma, correct it quickly. But once you stand up and be counted and agree to serve, okay, your life will change and you will begin the quick route to ascension. So all you have to do, put your hand up, count me in. I'm going to give everything I have to do it. Okay? So like I say, if you have the house and the BMW, you ain't taking them with you. Your time is short. We may have a year. We may have less. Okay? But stand up and be counted and remember, most important thing, 2 things. Number 1, be the love wherever you are. Right? Be the love. Okay? It's the key. Okay? When you are the love, the fear vibration doesn't even come into play. And remember, the understanding of your soul's purpose, and hopefully I've given that to you, determines your contribution of light. And light determines your ascension. The more light, the lighter the body. The higher the vibration, the easier to ascend. I'm done. I'm Allfaaraa, Antara, Allfaaraa.
Thank you, Allfaaraa. Thank you, Sean. It has been an amazing 3 days, and I'm really looking forward to getting this up online, out to people and letting the conversation begin. Once again, I thank you both very, very much.